diaper.
Okay, I can wait if you need it. Or if you're good to listen, I'll just keep going.
I can listen.
Cool. How about you? You here with us, Chris? Chris is dead.
No.
I will wait until we hear from Chris. Everybody scream his name until he gets back. Actually, that's a voice I haven't done in a while.
Let's just all talk in this voice until he's here. Yeah!
Yeah.
That fucking thing. Oh god, the bug.
Ice Miffit?
No, I might have used that for
No.
an ice method, but the one that comes to mind for me was the Foodstival Mysterium.
That bug that
Yeah.
would talk for the one that would eat you if you didn't do good enough. The Lord!
Oh yeah, that's right.
I actually forget what name I even had for him. It was something. When I first was like, yeah, I can fry my voice. Let's have fun with that. That's perfect for a bug man. And then like halfway through that Mysterium, it was just like, people are probably very tired of hearing this voice at this point. I'm gonna keep doing it. When you commit, you have to commit, right? I can hear you up there. I'll be right back, and then we will do a recap whether Chris is here or not. Alright. Realized it was bone time. Figured I'd run the girls their bones before we get started. Double checking again. We got what? Claw, Fred, Chris? Nobody.
No, sorry, I got distracted. I'm here.
Still here? We still got a Fred? We don't even have a
I
friend this
think
time.
the diaper
Oh, no.
ate him.
The diaper ate him. That's fine. We will wait. And I haven't heard of Chris yet either. So we will wait.
We don't think he'd choke on his food, did he?
I hope not. Technically, he hasn't dropped AFK yet, so if that
Take a while.
happens, then I guess I'll call his mother.
Maybe, it got reactivated by the occasional gargling.
We will see. If we scream loud enough, maybe he'll hear
I'm
us.
still here. I heard you the whole time. I just was muted, so you wouldn't hear Owen. And
Oh.
gotta wipe the butt.
Hey, you can always let us hear Owen. He's part of the party. Him and Luke, I just expect them to join at some point. This campaign,
Oh, I hope
at
so.
this point, at the rate we're going, this shit ain't never ending. So,
Yeah, we'll be the new villain, the surprise villain.
be the new villain. He'll pull a Fred. He'll come back as a evil character first before rejoining the party. I was actually thinking about that the other day. That was super fun. I had a lot of
That was wild.
I had a lot of fun with being able to do that. I feel like it was some good catharsis for you too, considering all the like mallow bullshit that had happened.
Yeah. I just like that Chris was shut down, or Kara was shut down, but like the whole fight.
Well, I will say, whether he's here or not, he probably will back me up on this, but I will phrase it in the way that is the funniest in my opinion. He still bitches at me about that to this day.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
It was smart. It was the right thing to do, especially with the character and his knowledge, and I loved that you did that, and it still
Yeah.
makes me laugh. He bitches about that to this day.
That's the whole reason. I was like, oh, these could totally take out Kara if she doesn't make the save.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Oh god, it made that encounter just like so much more fun in my mind, and even the fact that especially like the party still didn't know what the hex was in terms of they hadn't faced him themselves. So while Chris is sitting there going, "Attack the kid! Attack the kid!" everyone's fighting the hex, and he's just slowly dismantling everyone.
Nobody listened.
Oh
That was
man,
great.
it could
Typical
not have
Chris.
gone better for me. Good times. All right. Well, I'm going to do this so that hopefully we either gather a Blake on the way or Chris comes back along. But for the first time in a while, the last time, on Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden, we came back to the party essentially in a kind of what's the word I'm looking for? The dunes of snow north of the spine a little bit. And you had just come across essentially a glow, a relatively large glow in the distance, so you started to head forward and check it out. The party, initially it was Kara who headed forward and tried to figure out what's going on. She saw two pretty big shadows shadows is the right term, but among the firelight. Couldn't quite make out what they were at the distance she was at, and with the glare of the light in between the two of them. But eventually it was decided that someone from the party would go forward, and that person was Mace, going to talk to the giant. I'm never going to let you guys live that down, by the way. It's a giant! Who do we send? The guy. Not the giant lady that everyone's attracted to? No, the guy. Okay.
Okay, in my defense, I think I have the highest charisma out of us all.
That's probably true. And also, you did speak giant, which was definitely a good intermedium. So you entered his firelight, his campsite. You started speaking giant to him. Very quickly found him to be a little bit racist towards you, and that made you kind of be like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, I work for a giant. Kara! And she came on up, basically started to break the ice, where he said, I didn't know that you were a slave of a giant. That's great. Okay, yeah, no, totally cool. He eventually agreed to allowing your party to spend your night by his campfire. However, when it was revealed to him, especially since he revealed to you that he was hunting a ice dragon, an ancient ice dragon, or frost dragon, specifically the one that you had come across before, it was then revealed to him from you guys that one of you has a snow puppy. Um, he at first was a little bit taken aback, but he was convinced that it was essentially a very cruel joke that you were playing to raise this dragon to kind of fight against its own kind. Since that was the excuse that Kara gave, essentially, and told you, okay, fine, it can stay, but it has to stay outside the fire. I don't want to see it. It's gross. So Leif and the snow puppy kind of hung a little away from the campfire, but for the most part, the party was together in this campsite, and you all were generally asked. It was mostly Kara, but the giant did at least accept the fact that she had these, as he called them, slaves that must have had value to her. Invited Kara and the party to hunt the dragon with him. At a minimum, you guys were offered, to stay at the campsite, so you had that. But it was eventually agreed upon and accepted that you would come and fight the dragon with him, especially since it was apparently, according to his tracking, somewhat towards the 10 towns. During that night, we did have a couple of small things. You kept asking him questions. You came to learn that he called his mammoth Fluffy. He, of course, hit on Kara a little, offered to share his bedroll, which was Fluffy. You kind of determined he was an idiot. Definitely was not the most knowledgeable of giants. He kept referring to Kara as a sky giant, not a storm giant, because she had wings. Just generally though, was a pretty eventfully uneventful night. No real random encounters. Nothing really approaching you guys. Some interaction. Good RP moments that if you want to go back, it was fun, but nothing really major revealed. And then ultimately, the next morning, you guys headed off to try and fight the dragon. I'm sorry. There was one thing during the night. A couple of people did roll on creating a sled, since the giant also offered to have his mount, this mammoth, pull along the smaller creatures in Kara's employ, slaves, that maybe were not as fast as giant legs and mammoth legs and giant wings. So you guys did actually cover a lot of ground to get to where the dragon was in one day, more so than you might have generally done so on foot, which puts you very close to the 10 towns. Maybe like within, let me see here, let me do the measurement. That's about, 7 miles? Yeah, it's about 7 miles. 7 miles or so of Easthaven. Would actually be closer, but the lake that you fought the dragon on, getting there in a second, is now starting to unfreeze, so that is actually not as viable a path as it used to be. Once you came across said dragon, it was at the shore of the Lac Dinishir, a big lake among the Easthaven and Caerdinavel and Caerconnig side of the 10 towns. You did see that the surface was sheening with water, however there was still plenty of ice along the shore. Essentially a effect of the change in weather that has been brought about by your party through the control of the Mythalar and ceasing of Arl's endless rhyme spell. You then kind of approached the shore and ended up slightly surprised by the dragon. It was buried in snow, hiding itself. Kara herself was able to kind of notice it at the last moment, so she was able to respond, but the rest of the party was surprised as it stood up. However, thankfully, as the dragon was blind, it was not fully able to utilize quite a lot of its skill set at a distance. It did breathe a huge cone of cold that was able to take out a good number of zombies. Not all of them, but a good number. And did some damage to the party. But after that point, it pretty much started to head towards the ice on the lake, where it was able to dig in with its claws and maintain grip, but the rest of the party had some struggle running along the watery surface, or the watery icy surface. Thankfully, with Kara's ability to fly, she was able to head out and target its wings with her spear, and do enough damage that it was no longer able to hover, even though it was able to still kind of fly itself between points. And this allowed the rest of the party to kind of move up along the shore, where you guys currently are. Especially the giant and his mammoth, who can cover lots of ground with his giant lance tree. And between the spell casting and the physical damage done, and the fact that there was enough mobility between the giant and Kara to keep catching up, the dragon itself was actually not too hard of a fight. It definitely was a fight. I think you guys took plenty of damage, but Pluzak and Valine had a lot of creative spell casting. So between I believe it's Wall of Force, which was put above the dragon to keep it from being able to escape back out over the lake, and held it down, basically a 45-degree angle above it, just keeping it pressured and unable to do much. It took a lot of damage there. And then eventually a gigantic tidal wave was used to pull it back in along the shore. And there was fireballs and chill touches, spears and gunshots, lots and lots of things thrown at this dragon. Eventually, one of the chill touches from Valine actually was what finished it off, I believe. And the ancient dragon, whose name I probably should have pulled up while I was chatting here, but I was looking at other things. I think it's like a Beatrice or something. I'm just going to say it was. Finally fell. His corpse rider, long since dead, still sitting motionless in his saddle as finally the dragon stood still. The giant basically said to you guys at that point, "Hey yo, I'm kind of looking to bring this corpse back to my people. That was kind of the whole point. Prove that I killed it. I'll definitely mention you in my stories. Maybe not as much as me, but definitely talk about the hot lady, And I'm going to say I slept with her. Not that I said this out loud as a giant, but that's in his mind. And he offered to give you guys any rewards from the dragon corpse that you would like. I do believe Pluzak took a fang. This offer is still open if someone else has something from the corpse that they were looking for. But otherwise, I don't have any notes on anything else anyone else took. And that's pretty much where we come in. He is starting to put this dragon corpse on the sled that you guys built to transport yourselves to make it easier to take back with Fluffy and himself to his people. So while he does that, is there anything you wish to say to the giant before he starts heading off?
To check my notes and see if I actually wrote
Take
something.
Your time. Take your time. Blake should be here soon, so...
I don't think I want anything from the dragon. I do have a bit of a random question, but is there a world in which Pluzak could have just raised the rider and tricked the dragon into just following along?
I think he could technically have raised the rider as one of the zombies from his Animate Dead spell. I don't think he could have done it in terms of brought it back to life with its consciousness to command the dragon.
No, but I mean, it's a rider, right? So it's just, the right movement.
This is one of those things where it's kind of, this is not something the party would have known. I'll tell you as a player, just to kind of make it a little more copacetic. The dragon was essentially schizophrenic. It had its mind shattered when it lost its rider, and especially with old age. It believed the rider was still alive. It could hear his voice. It could hear his commands. It was whatever it wanted to do or what it thought his rider would have said. But essentially, that already was existent in its mind. So,
got it.
Very cool idea, but technically probably wouldn't have worked in this situation. Not in the way you're thinking. It was schizophrenic enough that, like, if you had tried to do something with, like, what was the thing Mallow could use? Minor illusion. Like a voice from the corpse. It was something that the dragon wouldn't have wanted or wouldn't have thought that the rider would have said. It probably would have either done a roll or something, but it would have been like, "You're not him. He just told me to kill you all." It would have revealed that kind of aspect to it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's pretty cool to know still.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely a fun world building aspect, even if your party wasn't 100% clear. Although I'd have to go back and look, because now I think that might have been something revealed to you to some degree the first time you interacted with the dragon. One of you might have tried something like that. I don't remember, honestly. But one way or another, that's kind of the answer as a player. So,
yeah, cool.
Or DM to player. I actually really liked this dragon. I feel like a lot of the D&D campaigns have some sort of dragon that's in it. And like Fred, your campaign, the dragon we fought in with the giant, right?
Yep.
Like, I feel like that was kind of one of those things. It lets you experience the power of a dragon, but doesn't always. Like, I think it was custom for us to conquer that with him, was it? Or was that part of the book?
It was there in the book.
Oh, okay.
It was there. It didn't outright was like, hey, if your guys come down here, fight the dragon. It was kind of like the dragon sitting on its horn and underneath the
Yeah, yeah.
castle, basically.
It's there to interact with, but it's generally probably
Yeah.
not by book there to be fought, right?
Right. Yeah.
This was very much the same, where it was kind of designed to just be like something for you guys to potentially interact with, but it was probably too big for you to fight, even by like, even if you had finished the campaign, you guys I'd have to go. I could actually look that up pretty quick. I'm pretty sure the campaign has the highest level as like 9 or 10. So you guys are already like far beyond what they would have expected you to fight him at, and you had a giant helping you, you know. So that was all kind of custom, just to let you re-interact with something that you dealt with earlier, because I think it's more fun when the story beats of the earlier campaign actually do come back to matter, right? Like, let me see.
Maybe that's what I'll do.
Ooh, I gave him an idea. I don't know what it is.
The magic item, the white dragon mask. I gotta see if that controls dragons or not.
Oh, damn, yeah.
Because then I could steal Leif's puppies from
Yeah,
Leif.
you definitely could.
If that's
Chapter 7, Doom of Yithrin. For characters of 9th level or higher. So you were supposed to be level 9 when you got to Yithrin. I'm pretty sure you guys were like 10 or 11. So you've been ahead of the campaign.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah. But I think it's more fun that way. I can always make encounters match, give you guys more powers and abilities, make you have access to more creativity. It's always more fun.
That's funny. That mask doesn't allow you to control a white dragon. I thought that's the whole point of the mask, and then you put them together and control all of them.
Wasn't there like an orb of dragons? I think that's the one you're thinking about. Something.
It's the one.
Orb.
It's what we'll find if we ever return to Horde of the Dragon Queen or Rise of Tiamat.
Which item is it you're looking at?
The white dragon mask. Right. So in Horde of the Dragon Queen, right? They have the different color dragon masks. And I always thought they gave them the ability to control that dragon, and it might on the DM side of things, right? But when it's an item for players, it doesn't look like you can control a dragon with it. You need the whole mask, all 5 pieces together, which is an artifact, Mask of the Dragon Queen.
Oh man, this is Dragon Communion. This is crazy. I didn't know these existed, I'm not gonna lie.
The masks?
Yeah. Yeah, so this actually reminds me a lot, talking about Elden Ring earlier. There's a thing in Elden Ring called Dragon Communion, where essentially when you kill the dragons in the game, you can eat their hearts to like gain their powers. The more you do that, the more you turn into a dragon, quote unquote. And in the DLC, they added items that actually turn you into a dragon man. This sounds like the item that turns you into a dragon man. Like, you are not allowed to wear armor when you do it, but it gives you like stronger skin and more damage absorption. Oh. It makes your face like it makes your whole body like actually like covered in dragon scales. Turns your face into like partially like a dragon's and all that. Like you are half dragon. Basically, you become a dragonborn. That's what it sounds like. This almost does. It's like it gives you like a dragonborn status where you are half.
You learn
like actually half dragon. Yeah, that's very cool. I didn't know that existed. To your point, it would be very fun to maybe what I think I would do personally is take and leave the legendary version as it is, and then have another version on top of this that's an artifact where it's like the queen dragon mask or something of that face or king depending, or royal dragon mask maybe, and then have that have some level of actual control over dragons. That could be cool.
The Mask of the Dragon Queen.
Ah, okay.
Which
so
you will see in Rise of Tiamat.
And when I look it up right now, because I'm curious about the conversation. Oh, okay. So but that is actually an artifact. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's all 5 masks put together.
Yeah.
Makes the crown.
Ah, okay. Still no control, but definitely very cool.
Yeah.
This is like half the Skyrim masks and half the Elden Ring mechanic.
Yeah.
There was those Skyrim masks you could gather to like make the ultimate mask or whatever. Chris, you back by the way?
I've been back for a while.
Alright, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, he was looking at his notes, I think.
We had lost you during the, or right before I did the recap, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, that's because I was falling asleep in my seat.
That's fair. It's been a bit. So yeah, like I was saying, anything anyone wants from the dragon, I think now's the time to potentially bring that up. But otherwise, the giant will... Actually, we'll start to assemble it behind his mammoth here.
Behind Fluffy.
I'll say Valine would probably head back over to Fred. And yeah, he'll strap it down to the sled that you guys built. It's a little too big for the sled, because it was built basically just to carry your medium-sized people and potentially Valine. But it's still definitely sizable enough to drag this dragon corpse along. If anything, he would thank you. And Kara, he will specifically walk up to you, Fluffy and Dragon in tow. He will climb off of Fluffy, and he's going to give you something. He's going to take and quickly start braiding the lower section of his beard, just a tiny part of it. And once he gets like a good 4 or 5 plates, not enough to be his whole, like all the way up his beard, but a good sizable chunk that you could say hold in your hand. He takes, he ties one end, like literally ties it, and then he cuts the top, and then he ties the top end. And although his beard is now missing a sizable chunk, he hands it over to you.
Woman, Kara, beautiful. If you ever come across my people and, need to show that you are friends of them, then please do show this. It is giant hair. They will be able to determine so easily as, that of a frost giant. So, take this as just a boon. Thank you
Before
for
I take
assisting me.
Before I take it, I need to recall if this is some kind of mating ritual.
History or like
Aw,
religion,
man.
investigation. I think anything would work that you think would for that.
I don't know if he's smooth enough to try it.
He doesn't need to be smooth
Oh,
to try.
That's a good question, though. Probably a very smart question considering Kara's past. So with an insight check, you really generally don't think anything's wrong with this. Nothing comes to mind in terms of like culture that you know.
Secret proposal.
You just see it as, he's, if anything, as he walked up to you as well, he just kind of was like patting himself looking for something, and then he just seemed to start doing this. I would say you definitely are not able to tell if that was like an act or not, you just think, yeah, it's fine, should be okay. I'll open it up to the party as well, I guess, if anyone else is considering the same. I don't know if your characters would, but just so you guys can roll if you want. But otherwise, Kara, yeah, it's just seems like a token.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't look twice into it, mostly because I'm not the one agreeing
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
accepting it.
That makes sense. So as he hands it over, he just kind of seems to be fighting back a smirk, but otherwise he'll like bow at you.
Hopefully we meet again someday. I will be legendary if you do come across me. So, just keep it in the back of your mind. But I wish you and your slaves all the best. And also,
He stares down at the dragon.
if that thing truly grows into the weapon you believe it will be, good on you, but I would suggest you put it down. It was useless in that fight. Just my 2 cents.
And he will get back on Fluffy, and they will start dragging off the dragon.
I didn't
Dragon
understand
beast
anything he
nuts.
said.
That is correct. It was all in
Fucking
giant. So yeah,
Hi, guy.
that's also why I'm not upset about Leif not being here yet, because he would not have understood it either. So
Yeah.
Still bleeding, covered in wounds, watching him go off into the distance. He's very lonely.
Well, there's a chance he won't be for long.
you just hear Echo in the distance as he's like slightly further out than he thinks that you can hear him.
I'm finally getting lit. I'm gonna think of Kara.
Please don't!
You hear sheepishly.
You could hear me. Sorry.
You're not the first. You're not the last.
Imagining Common just under her breath. Fucking polar bears.
Even the polar bears, man.
Oh, we got a Leif. We got a Leif suddenly popping up. He's in roll app 20. App roll 20. There we go. Fucking brain tonight is not connecting words properly. Oh, and now he's here. All right, everybody
I
ribbons.
want to chop off the dog's head.
Snow
What?
puppy.
The snow puppy.
No.
That actually tugs at my heartstrings. The endearing. Not my snow puppy.
Oh, snow puppy.
You can kill
Yep.
Leif, but please not the snow puppy.
Sorry. It was suffering. I was ending its life because it was suffering. Well,
Wait till the Leif Echo learns how to spawn a snow puppy Echo.
Oh God, it's brilliant. He's a genius. From now on, Leif can summon a snow puppy or an echo. That'd actually be kind of a fun evolution, depending. But we'll see. We gotta kill the
I
snow puppy
choose
for that
you.
first. Well, I'm not gonna lie. In terms of how your father's powers work, like that could be on the table. Your father didn't summon echoes. He summoned the souls of fallen soldiers that believed in him, essentially. Like, so
Oh, that's right. When we fought them, yeah, they were people
yeah.
I knew.
So
wait a minute. Am I your daddy?
You're about to be. Bow, chicka,
shit.
bow, wow. All of a sudden, all the hate between Pluzak and Leif, it just turns into like furious lovemaking the next long rest.
I'm like, Pluzak, you don't have to burn them. Like,
You're-
you just...
You're like,
No, I
Pluzak
must.
Karthus, I'm sorry, I find you way too attractive. Pluzak Karthus is like, it's okay, I made a Valine. I can put myself in another body now. I need a mate. That's what the whole campaign was actually leading to. You guys didn't know.
It is.
That's what Fred and I have
Quick,
been planning.
climb this rope up into
Thanks.
another
Thanks for
dimension.
Another dimension. It's the only way I know how to do it.
And I do it well.
Leif just like hangs a rope from a tree. He thinks it'll work. Like, isn't this it?
Yeah.
All right, back on track though. Quick summary for you, Leif. Last actual Icewind Dale session, you guys came across the camp of a giant, chatted with the giant. Giant offered to kill a dragon with you guys. You guys said sure, why not? He took Kara and her slaves, as he was opinioned on of you all, to the dragon. You guys killed the dragon. Happy time. He has so far in this session dragged the dragon off. He gave Kara a little piece of his beard braided as kind of like a token of peace with his people, if ever needed. And that's kind of where we're at. Everyone is just chilling, figuring out what you guys are going to do next.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. So
Close enough to town. Let's go to town.
there it is. All right. I was about to say, as you all kind of reconvene, Kara is very quick to recognize this is the shores of Lake Dineshire. And speaking of such, let's put you, for the first time in a fair bit, over here. Did it not go? Why ain't no go?
Yeah, we're on the map.
I'm not on the map. Why am I not on the map? This is probably going to load me in Orlo. Oh, I actually know exactly why. I know exactly why. I fucked up. I had all this time and I still fucked up. My camera's not on player mode. You guys were seeing shit in the GM layer. Have fun with that, Fred, since I know you're the only one that watches.
Oh, I don't think we saw anything different.
You probably would not have much so.
Not at
It
this
would have just been the guy walking off with the giant and then disappearing, like turning semi-translucent. Alright, so now that I have myself on the map, I have taken the liberty of putting a little circle for where you guys are on Lac Dineshire. But as you can see, that kind of lighter orange circle, or a line to the circle, is the path that you took. Yep, the Spine of the World Dick still exists. Oh no, it's gone! He's getting rid of... Oh, never mind. He's just moving it. It's just moving it.
That's where we are.
Perfect.
Just
So
in case people-
Pluzak somehow summons up a spell that moves the ink on the map that Kara unfolds. It's a giant map now, so half of you are basically just playing Twister, like walking along it, you know, like... but no. So you guys are there on the shores of Lake Danishir. With that being the case, Kara, you would be aware that you could kind of walk north and then circle around it to Caer Konig if you wished. Or you could just head straight towards Easthaven. It's about 7 miles. You guys travel at generally about a quarter mile an hour, or sorry, half a mile an hour because you do have snowshoes. So you could get there within the day. It's about 14 hours travel, give or take. But yeah, that's about where you're at.
I don't think we have reason to go to Caer Konig at this particular moment.
You
so...
do, actually.
Wasn't that for
Right.
That is correct.
I know that's where the dogs are at.
Where are
But
the dogs at?
if we go get them, then they are put in danger.
Totally fair. It's just, when you said we don't have reason, wanted to correct
No.
that's all. I didn't actually
The
think you were
collector-
going I figured you were going to delay on them, I'm not going to lie, but just wanted to make sure that it was still, something you're aware of.
Or they're protected more because we're there to protect them.
every second you don't surrender the Mythallar, one dog gets it.
You do that.
Yeah,
I'll
the Hex of the
fucking end
Final Breath
world.
has just been strangling dogs to death one day at a time.
That's
I
what
mean-
they...
Death of the world, huh?
The actual, like, every day he's doing, like, a different stranglehold. Like, the first day he's doing it, like, in front by his hands around its throat. The next day he's, like, got it in, like, a fucking chokehold. The next day it's, like, upside down with his, like, foot on its throat. He's, like, sending all these pictures to Kara. Every time she gets a picture, she's just like, resummon it as ein Herjar, resummon it as ein Herjar. The guy just has no clue.
The pigeons have just been getting lost with the pictures.
Meanwhile, in the other world, Odin and Freya are just, we didn't know that dogs could be taken. Well, I guess if it's a worthy warrior, in her opinion. Like, Kara's completely redefined
died in
the whole
combat.
Thing. Like, yeah, exactly. They
Yeah,
got
died in
strangled to
combat.
death, and they were trying to fight
Killed the
back,
last
so
one,
technically...
killed the last one. Why is the sun getting shade again?
Not our arrows will blot out the sun, it's my wings will blot out the sun.
If I need to borrow the snowflake.
I give this to you.
As soon as he
Only
loses
to do
it, the snow
good.
puppy just, like, eats him to death. It's like that's the only thing standing between it and killing him.
You're not my master.
All those slaps meant nothing to me.
Like, now make it stop. I love you.
God damn.
Which way are we going? Easthaven. Good call.
Yeah, good talk, boys.
I mean, I said which one I was gonna go to.
I mean, we could help Goodmead, restore their breweries. I'm just saying.
Goodmead. Oh yeah, that's a place.
What the fuck?
I mean, I'm good for Easthaven.
Alrighty, 7. That's 2.
Yeah, Easthaven. Easthaven sounds good.
There's 3.
Yeah,
Fuck you, Claw.
let's
You don't
just
get an
do
opinion.
You do. It just doesn't count. We don't
It just
care.
doesn't matter. Yeah, no matter what you say at this point. Okay. Awesome. So you guys will definitely find yourselves heading towards Easthaven. It's easy enough to just follow the shore of the lake. However, at about halfway along, let's start drawing new lines. What do you think? Let's go.
It's like midday.
It is. All right. So you guys long rested to about 6 a.m. and then traveled to here. But we're traveling quite fast. Yes, so it is about midday. Let me see. Where's my note? I gotta scroll down a little. There we go. Yeah, so I have you as about 2 p.m. Day 86, specifically.
So, while we're traveling, I would say, should we stroll into town like heroes in the evening?
As you say this and talk with Kara about this, I just need a quick perception roll from everybody in the party.
So it begins.
Show it begins. Yeah, you haven't been here for any D&D in the last month, man. I feel bad for you. At least the others have been playing.
Like 2 months. It's been for fucking ever. Yep, rolls are back, baby.
Why are
Let's
they double
go.
rolling?
I don't know. I was about to say the same thing, but at least you're legit double.
Why is it when you rolled, I felt like I heard pots and pans rolling around?
This is perfect. Okay. Please continue. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt too much, but I just needed to plan your path back.
I would say, are we coming in the evening? Or, we know that the Hex could be around. Are we coming in at night?
Kara would use 2 uses of Giant's Might to reduce herself back to normal size, and just cover of night's probably not a bad idea, just so that there's less chance of us being spotted.
I think we've been spotted.
By what?
Doesn't look like anything's out there.
You're covering your eyes, Leaf.
Leif,
Oh.
you're staring at the snow puppy.
If we changed map and there's something else there, I haven't seen it yet.
No,
but
nope. You're still weird.
Hey, why don't you send your snow puppy out?
Reconnaissance mission. This is a good
Yeah,
test. This is a
right?
good test.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I like this. Which way? As I'm just spinning in a circle. Which way did you see?
Yes. I didn't see anything. I heard something. You didn't hear
Okay.
something?
I didn't hear anything.
As Leif spins in circles looking for whatever, the snow puppy also starts spinning in circles. That
We're gonna
rolls.
find
So-
it.
Supposed to be
We're,
snow
we're
puppy.
gonna find it.
and I both rolled high perceptions. Does that matter, or is that...
Yes, that's why you got a message.
Ah, I see. I didn't even hear the ding.
What are these?
One step
Message.
ahead.
Kara will hone in on that direction and just... I can always go and find out.
Which way Kara's now staring intently at, and so he's like, come here. He's petting the snow puppy, and he's like, you got this. You're gonna do this. You're gonna be great. You got this. You're gonna make us all proud. And then he's just going to, like, point in that direction and be like, go.
Animal handling.
Yes. I'm really good
So
at this.
I'm gonna tap Valine, and then I'm gonna shell up.
Okay.
She's gonna shell up too.
Both of you just shell up immediately. Awesome. Okay. Totally fine. So Leif, as you point, the snow puppy just jumps up and starts nipping towards your finger.
No, you can do this. You could do this. Pay attention. Look at me.
It's looking.
Right
It's looking.
now. Look that way. We're looking that
It
way.
looks at your
Nope,
finger.
well, a little bit farther. We're doing this. Okay.
Still stares
okay.
at your finger.
All right. Wait. Easy.
Butt wiggles a little. Tails
Easy.
like twitching back and forth.
Okay. Go. And then he's gonna point again.
I don't think you've done enough different to do another anima handling, so it's just going to jump and nip at your finger again. There's a couple of specific things. There's a couple specific things I'm looking for. So I mean, you can surprise me and also do something that I'm going to go with, but like, there's options here. You just got to hit them.
Here we go.
Look at the nameless dragon, because we have yet to give it an actual
That is
name.
also true. No, Snow Puppy is what it thinks its name is. I'm not going to lie, but
And just whistle and tilt her head in the same direction, ordering it to follow.
Animal handling. It's going to look at Leif quizzically. Tilt its head, like, for confirmation.
I will nod at it and like give it a little butt smack. Like
a little butt smack, huh?
mm.
I want you to roll me an unarmed
There it
strike,
is.
please.
I
There
will
it
do
is.
that.
Always forgets. He's got to beat it up.
Where's my snow puppy?
I like that. We got that. Boo boo boo.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
That was my phone.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh.
figured. It's just a text alert. Yeah. But yeah, so an 11's not quite gonna bust through its scales or anything. But as it feels the tap, it definitely is gonna be like a little jump forward and kind of like nips at you a little. Kara seems to respond.
So I go forward with Snow Puppy
Okay. Where are you going? Just towards the sound?
towards the sound. Yep.
How you doing, so?
Cautiously. I know where they're coming from. I know the noise. I will try to use the noise to my advantage and kind of mask the approach.
So mechanically, we'll say another perception check, no stealth check.
Yeah, I want to stealth. Yes.
You went stealth or no?
I wish to stealth.
Okay.
Yes.
So another perception check for me and a stealth check, please. You can either order. It doesn't matter.
17 for the perception, 19 for the stealth.
Awesome. Okay, yeah. So you are more than capable of figuring out not only where this noise is coming from, but locating it and basically seeing the movement and sneaking up towards it, especially now that you are back towards medium size. The snow puppy is going to kind of playfully jump behind you, following along. You quickly realize that it's treating this kind of more like a game of chase than anything else. So as you move forward, it kind of like pounces towards you, waits a little. As you wave your hand, it like jumps and snaps a little bit towards your fingers. It does not seem to be caring or even noticing much of the noise that you are tracking towards. But eventually you will kind of crest a little berm of snow, and you will see in the distance people. Just people. Villagers. Screaming in common, yelling about stuff, moving crates. They are kind of along the shore, as you have been. And you can't quite tell what they're doing, but you can tell they are doing something. And
Well, they're yelling.
They
They're
have
yelling
a
in
whole
common.
bunch of dog sleds.
They're yelling in common. What have they said?
Yeah, so with a 17, you can't quite make it out because it's just a lot and it's at a distance and loud. It's kind of like when you're in a restaurant and there's just a bunch of people talking, right? Like, you know things are being said, and you might be able to pick out one or two things a little bit, but it's not going to be enough to actually get, like, full information out of. You can absolutely approach them if you want and actually talk to them and learn, but in terms of your distance and your perception, that's about all you can get.
Okay. Do I approach these random people that are either A, thieves, B, merchants, or C, dwarves?
As you think this, you feel a tug at one of your feathers.
I look at the tugged direction.
Snow Puppy! He's still playing with you. He's nibbling at you.
There's also a D option.
What is the D option?
Could be Burning Man.
Not enough, but you're not wrong. It could
Also,
be.
was that Fred that who just peeked
Yeah.
out?
Yeah,
Because that was beautiful. Whoever it was, that was beautiful. No better way to Burning Man than with it being unrecognizably peaked.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got him.
Kara would look to Snow Puppy and point back towards Leif.
Animal handling. So it's not great. You just kind of point and it starts nipping at your finger, much like it was doing with Leif earlier. It doesn't seem to get pointing very well.
No, it does not. Can the party still see me?
Yeah, definitely.
No, I cannot.
You're
I'm
maybe
in
a
my
couple
shell.
hundred feet forward. Pluzak and Valine very much so cannot. That's a good point. But
Yeah.
Leif and Mace would be able to see you at a minimum. They might not
I
be able to like hear you without you alerting the people, but see, yeah.
I would wave them forward as with gestures more than words and hope that they aren't spotted over the like we're at like a ridge line, right?
Yeah. There's a berm that you are.
Yeah,
kind of
I
sitting
drop
behind,
below
yeah.
the berm and gesture towards Leif and Mace for them to approach.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you guys would see her waving. That's about all you'd be able to see or hear or and all that, but definitely visible. Also, I should add, just for the sake of the map, you guys are kind of like here-ish. So it's only been like an hour or two. Hasn't been very long. Just to clarify. So, Leif, Mace, do you guys start moving forward?
Oh,
Yeah, I think so.
probably give the shells a little foot tap.
Okay.
Just be like,
So
Be like,
Pluzak,
hey.
you and Valine would definitely feel the foot tap. I think Valine would like stick her head out a little and look at you, Pluzak, to see if you come out.
I would stick my head out and say, I thought we were going to wait until night.
Well, yeah, but we're just gonna see what's happening up there. I mean, you could stay. You could stay here, I guess, if you want.
Retract.
Leif's just gonna look at Mace and like shrug his shoulders and start walking towards Kara.
So I will
Just
say that since
slowly, like a
Valine
poop
popped her
going
head
back
out
in
as
a
well, and she heard that, she saw that, she will, instead of popping her head back in, pop her arms and legs back out, and her tail, I guess, and she will quickly walk behind Pluzak's shell and just start like pushing it like a curling
Like a
curling
sled.
iron, right? Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah.
And basically sliding Pluzak along like the snow. It's not much snow, but it's enough that it makes it pretty easy. So Pluzak gets pushed along behind Leif and Mace.
I'm enjoying my tummy rub.
That's awesome.
Mission accomplished.
I feel like Valine starts realizing the shell is like vibrating after a minute, kind of like a cat purring, and just smiles to herself like, "Oh, now I know what he likes or what she likes! Yay!" Oh god. Either way, the rest of the party catches up to Kara pretty quick, so Kara, go right ahead and continue chatting as needed.
I explain. They're either merchants or thieves or travelers. I don't know. I didn't want to approach with the dragon in tow. Felt like that would have been a bad message.
Any of those sounds like a good time.
Just going straight to what do we say?
Easthaven.
We were Easthaven.
Easthaven. Cover of night, Jesus. Might bring us the best advantage, but I don't know if it'll take the Hex very long to figure out that we're around.
So avoid these people and keep going.
Well, what's up with the people again?
You don't actually know yet. Kara just knows there are people. You guys haven't interacted with them or figured out what they're doing.
Maybe I should approach this. Let's see.
Nothing like a metal man.
I know I
Walking
didn't
up to
want to like
strangers.
unnerve him or anything, but
Hey, to be fair, I worked with
Wait.
the giant. This
Where-
is at
yeah.
least
Yeah.
a more fitting situation.
You still wearing that cloak from another?
Oh, that's fair. Actually, that's a really good point. Yeah, he still has that very epic,
Oh, yeah.
scary, like red glow.
So
am I becoming Darth Vader?
Oh no!
You're the one that sent the picture, man. That's your choice.
What color's your weapon?
I mean,
Actually,
Chance has been predominantly red.
well, that's a funny point. Chance as a hammer hasn't changed, but Chance as as a person has that kind of very rainbow, runic glowing cloak, which hopefully some of
Yeah.
you have now come to understand what is a reference to, considering the other campaign that we're running.
yeah.
It's very fun being able to connect dots, and also notice I'm
He also
calling
has
it
a hammer
another
handle.
because I'm just expecting it to turn into like a Giants of the Starforge, like Fred had. Like,
Yep.
Oh, pretty much. Yeah.
we're gonna either this campaign gets finished and we pull Blake over into the mansion heist, or the mansion heist just like ends while we try and finish this campaign. But one way or another, it's the side campaign now. So
Yeah.
regardless, yeah. So
He has not
people-
been there for drunk lemon shenanigans.
true, but
Oh,
it is on
no.
YouTube, and he can catch up if he wants to join us. And I really think Leif would be very fun, or not Leif, Blake. Sorry, brain. Blake would be very fun in that, especially if he Conde Lafortes it.
Conde Laforte.
We need a rogue, my friend. I designed a fucking thief thing, and no one took a rogue, and I don't understand.
Listen,
Shame
we
us.
took creative approaches.
I'm not okay. To be fair, I'm not rogue shaming you. I'm trying to get him to be wanting to be included.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, I want to play it. I want to play it all. It's just time.
I know, and that's the thing. I totally get it. If anything,
Yeah. Who else is going to hit the balls?
if anything, I'm appreciative to you for not showing up because it has given us this other campaign to run. Because
It
what,
kinda does.
what I
Yeah, it kinda
designed
has.
as like a 1 to 2 session Mysterium has turned into like 5 sessions. So
To be fair, we finished the first one. You started the second one.
no. But that's my
This is
point.
good for him.
But that's kind of the point. Is like I designed it to be much shorter, but then when you guys got a hold of it, it became bigger, and I'm like, I want this. This is great. So it's been just
That's
as
what
fun
she
as this
said.
campaign. I'm not gonna lie.
It's gonna be Don De La Forte. It's Khan's brother.
Oh, I love that. I love that. That's so perfect too because we
And
have Haben
he doesn't
Rud,
drink
Haben Rud in
bullshit.
that campaign. So Don De La Fuerte along with Haben Rud is gonna be perfect.
No one's gonna mess up those.
Exactly. Oh god. That's like oh god, that's like someone being like oh no, I'm not Don Quixote, I'm Ron Quixote. Okay? I didn't fight a windmill, I fought an aquarium. Like,
Oh no.
It's the whole game. Is
this
just
seems interesting.
explaining-
Let's go. That did not
Yeah.
deter me at all. What do you mean?
Yeah. Just explaining why I'm not my brother. No, I'm Dawn.
No, you
always
don't get
compared
it.
to Khan.
He's all edgy and shit. I'm fun. I have a skateboard, okay? It's like, I don't feel like you're falling very far from the tree there. Hold on.
Yeah, you ever seen a kickflip? Check that shit out.
Pop shove this motherfucker. All right. Back on track. Sorry. So with the people, now that we're lost completely, with the people, do you guys want to do anything?
I mean, I'd approach and see
Okay.
what's going on, but I didn't want to do it with the dragon and without telling other people what was happening.
Totally fair.
I can
Totally
hang
fair.
out with the dragon.
So the rest of the party will stay on the berm, I guess, unless anyone else wants to approach. That's your choice. Pluzak, I'm assuming you're in your shell. Valine will at least
Yep.
watch so that she can communicate with you telepathically what's going on. So you will be able to tell, like you'll have a general feed of what's occurring. Mace, I'm sure you're just going to watch Kara's back, ready to charge in on your steed as needed. If I'm wrong,
Yeah,
let me
pretty
know.
much.
And Leif, I get the feeling you're going to animal handling the puppy into submission. Not that you have to roll anything, I just mean that you're going to take its attention. So Kara, feel free to walk forward. If you want to do so without being detected, as in you want to sneak up on them, feel free to roll stealth again. If you wish to do so in a way that you think they'll notice you as you approach, then don't worry about it, and we will just do it that way.
I will stealth and see how it ends up.
Alrighty, right. So an 18 is pretty damn good. You will be able to approach the crew of civilians pretty readily. No need to roll a perception on this, as your passive is definitely high enough that you are able to tell that this is some sort of a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a reclaiming
festival.
party. So they're talking a lot about the fact that the lake has been melting. And you actually very quickly realize that they have a whole bunch of crates that seem kind of soggy. The crates themselves you don't think have been in the water, but you do believe that whatever's in them is likely very waterlogged. So you think that whatever this crew is doing is pulling stuff out of the lake. You do see people kind of assembling sleds, dog sleds with these crates, and then starting to, head them off towards Easthaven. There's generally a driver with them. But you actually very quickly recognize that what's occurring here is some sort of a assembly line style. Dog sleds are run out to these people and then loaded with a whole bunch of stuff and then run back to Easthaven. And that stuff seems to be being pulled out of the lake. You see people all over the ice. As you approach, if anything, you actually recognize more and more that there are people out on the lake with ropes and a whole bunch of gear, like fishing rods, things. There's people swimming in the lake that, as much as you think they'd probably still be pretty frigid, the fact that they can enter the water is probably something they've been doing for a long time, in the everlasting winter. So the fact that it's warmer now than it ever has been is okay, this actually makes sense. It's not surprising. And it quickly, hits you. This is some sort of a reclamation effect. Whether it's boats lost to the ice or things that have just been in the lake, unable to be accessed due to freezing, these people are trying to reclaim whatever they can find under that ice and in the waters that is finally revealed. No one notices you as you approach, so however you wish to interact with these people is up to you. But there is not going to be anyone that approaches you. They all are very busy and very, very much so active.
I
in
kind of
what
want to
they're doing.
hear some idle conversation that they're having. To
It's
determine
all
what I
about
do
work.
next.
It's literally all about work. What I've described to you is what you have learned from active conversation, essentially.
Okay.
If there's something more you want, like rumors in town, these people do not seem interested in that. They are focused on their work. If anything, they are excited. They are so happy to be able to pull this stuff out from the lake. And there's guys that are coming up with nets of fish too, and fish are being transported back in boxes, and it's more than just items. You can tell very much so from your approach, because much to your point, you're listening, and I do think that you can gain more here. You can tell from your approach that these are people who are, for the first time in years, able to get at stuff in the lake that they thought was lost forever.
So these are regular people just doing a job. Kara won't even
Maybe
bother.
doing a job is one way to look at it, but actually I think there's a degree to which you also feel like there's joy here. Yes, it's a job, but this is something they didn't actually think would ever happen in their lifetime.
They're doing a job versus sitting in town
yes,
doing
absolutely.
nothing.
Totally, absolutely. But I do think that edge of importance in this aspect
hand
is
in
also
this, yeah.
something I want to express. Yeah.
Carol would silently make her way back to the group and report back.
Yeah, with what they're doing in 18 is more than enough that you can do that.
It looks like it's a bunch of civilians from Easthaven that are working again, and they are doing some sort of reclamation in the water.
Reclamation.
Pulling fish, they're pulling crates, they are, bizarrely, swimming in the lake.
As you say this,
I
Kara,
see.
there's just like a distant voice. I can't believe the water's this warm! It's almost not freezing!
It isn't freezing, you asshole. That's why it's melting.
Sounds like the Easthaven folk. But, out of caution, I did not say anything to them, lest rumors spread to the Hex. I say we avoid them and just go straight to town.
See, that strategy would have worked if they didn't know our names. But, oh well, we can
Yeah.
still salvage something.
Rumors are going to spread eventually, but it's more just giving us more time to rest before they spread far.
Just for the sake of mechanics, everybody roll me insight, please.
Hey, everyone.
Everyone, yeah, everyone.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
this is
That
a
or
mechanic
we,
thing.
that or we
Just
passed over the boundary line that
Just
the
wait a
Hex
second, Chris.
gave
Give me a
us.
second here. Perfect. Okay, so for you, Kara, let me do this.
Is that what the dice noise is? Is it the new dice noise making that?
We all know who he's typing to.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Not any of us with those numbers.
I think that clarifies.
Alternatively, if we do make contact with these people, we can tell them to shut up about us coming back at all.
He would say, we just hide out until night here. You're not going to see us.
Wait here where we are until nightfall and then go to town?
Assuming it's not far? Or
So, from where you are, if it's half a mile an hour, and you're about 5 miles or so, it would be 10 hours. Unless you take, if you take dog sleds, it's a mile an hour, so it would only be 5. It would half that time.
So 10 hours from
so
here
10
at
hours,
2
so,
p.m.
and I will
is going to
remind
get us
you,
into town at 2 a.m.
I will remind you as well, you guys slept at 10 p.m. the night before. So if you wish to properly long rest, you will need to do so at 10 p.m. this night. So
When did we
there's
6?
kind
I
of
thought
a
it was
dis-
8 hours.
Sorry, say that again? What do you mean?
I just completely lost my train of thought.
I think you have it backwards is the problem. So you guys woke up at 6 a.m. this day because you went to bed at 10 p.m. the night before, which means
Right,
that
okay,
once you
so I
hit
thought-
10 p.m. this night, that's when you start to worry about exhaustion, right?
Got it.
Because that's the full 24-hour period,
Yes.
I believe,
Yeah.
if my understanding is correct. So if you wait here till nightfall and then head towards the city, you will have to long rest before you get to Easthaven. If you go to the group and use the dog sleds that you know are there, you will get to Easthaven before the nightfall. I guess that's the distinction. And that's what I designed. Like, to be fair, that's what this encounter is. It's
Yeah.
your choice to either try and see, because much to Kara's point, and I'm going to be honest about this, you don't understand what the Hex game is currently in terms of like what's going on, right? So it could be a risk to take those dog sleds. I'm not going to be lying about that. But it will get you there before nightfall. If you don't do that, you will have to rest or long rest out in the wilderness still, which could have its own kind of issues depending. So
What do we think? I think the dogs might just be worth it.
I'm gonna hit the bathroom really quick.
I'll be honest, I want to sleep in a bed.
Yeah. Plus, I'm fairly certain the Hex is just going to know where we are regardless. Even if they don't. I think the benefits just outweigh the tax. Yeah.
Then we make contact and we ask if we can get a ride into town.
Yep, let's try that, I guess.
any plans that we want to have known before we go into town?
Well, we're announcing ourselves. So,
I'll be honest, it's been a bit. I don't know.
yeah.
If I had a plan prior to this, I've lost track of it. Ideas, if anybody has them.
I'm running dry currently. I think. Well, currently the objective is just to get somewhere where we can lodge, right?
I thought the plan was go to Easthaven, talk to Mallow's sister. I can't think of her name right now.
Is she also in Easthaven?
No, Mallow's sister is in.
Shander, I think.
Yeah, just the people that we have the biggest connection with are in Easthaven,
Yeah,
which is
in
why we
general.
were headed there.
Got it.
Yeah, Stalking Death. Last we've known was in Brimshander or Final Breath. I don't know which one. But we didn't cross out one of those names. I don't think they're both alive. Or Stalking Death is the sister.
I was about to say, I sat down to
Stalking
that.
Death is the
Stalking
sister.
Death is Serena.
Yeah.
Final Breath is the last remaining sibling. Yes.
So Imdra and maybe we'll bump into the ejaculating bandits while we were there.
I guess it's up to, and if anyone wants to actually draw a dick on a wall.
Well, what do you think it's called, the Final Breath one? It's because autoerotic asphyxiation was too long.
Actually, Paul, I think you're the only person in this as a player who knows why it's called the Final Breath, but that's a different story.
Yeah, well.
Do you actually know if I say when I say it that way?
I believe I do. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. There's a specific move. Yeah. All right. Anyway, I am back, so I'm gonna put you guys to pressure. What are we doing?
What?
They said they want to go to town. Go to dog sleds.
Dog sleds? Okay.
Yeah.
So how are we doing that? How are we approaching the people? I'm making you fuckers RP it. Let's go. Kara want to go first? Mace want to go first? What are you thinking?
Definitely not Maiden P.
Definitely not Valine. Valine's going to lean into you, Pluzak, at this point, actually. And, No, wait, we have telepathy. Can I... Wait, what? Why can I not... I was about to drag Fred. I can't drag Fred. I don't know why. Fred, go to the interrogation room. I don't know why I couldn't drag you. Sorry. So, what were we talking about? Sorry, my mind got delayed by that. What was going on?
Aline was leaning into me to probably tell me that she wants to go at night too, and not.
No, that's not it.
Take
What were we
these
talking about
dogs
right
in.
before that?
You told me Ravnus Inn. No?
What was the
Not
party
that either.
saying? What was the party saying? Sorry, I can't believe I got this distracted. I got so thrown off that I couldn't drag you.
The deciding whether to take the dog sleds or not with the people.
No, there was something else. Oh fuck, I fucked this up. I'm sorry, Fred. I got way too thrown off by the fact I couldn't drag you. Hold on, one
For
second.
that,
1 second. All right, sorry.
I
I got
could've
way
blended
thrown off by the fact that I could not drag Fred, and I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about, like, literally immediately before that?
How do we
Final
approach
breath.
these people?
Oh yeah, yeah. And then Maiden P wouldn't go, and then Valine leaned into Maiden P.
He wouldn't go with the townsfolk?
Maiden P wasn't going to be the first one to approach, and then Valine was worried about something and was going to say something telepathically.
Oh,
and
perfect.
that's why
Thank
went
you.
down.
That's exactly what I needed. Thank you. I got so thrown off that. Thank you. All right. So what it was is Valine leans into you and basically says, "Hey, the last time I was in town, I was a person. Well, I was a. How do I say? I was a human. Yeah, I was a human. Can you reintroduce me? I don't know if they'll believe me if I say I'm who I am.
you are a human on the inside.
And I know that, and you know that, and the party knows that. The townsfolk don't know that. And right now, I mean this endearingly, a gigantic, armored, beautiful, enchanting turtle person.
Curvy. Forgot curvy.
Yes, they're exceptionally curvy. You can like tell she's kind of uncomfortable now that she's reapproaching like other normal human society for the first time, right? This is one of those things. You actually, especially so being the kind of necromantic doctor you are, you realize, and this is something you kind of expected, I think, because Pluzak is very smart. This is the moment her psyche is finally recognizing what has happened.
Catching up.
Exactly. So we're gonna go back to. I want to go back to. No. I want to go back into the party for this. I just wanted to start setting the stage. She's gonna slowly start getting higher in volume, and like everyone's gonna know what's happening at this point. Okay.
Yep.
This is. I just wanted to set the stage so that Pluzak can do what Pluzak needs. However you want to
Got
handle. Okay. Awesome. Let's go back up. All right.
Worst
So,
case.
Just to set the stage, as essentially you guys are staring at the fact that Valine has leaned in to Pluzak or Pluzakarthus, you realize that she is like very much. There's an anxiety in the action, but her left hand is like rubbing her turtle chest, and her volume is just slowly growing louder, and you just hear turtle body. Those are the two words you hear, and that's about it. She's just staring at Pluzak right now, or Pluzakarthus to be more correct.
I would say quietly.
So how about this? Before you say it, just so that you have a reference, roll a stealth roll. This will be like for whispering to her, so the rest of the party has a frame of reference whether they're here or not.
You have to roll higher than a 23, or I know all.
22, yeah. Yeah. So most of the party hears what Pluzak says, if not all.
And so Pluzak's gonna say, you can be whoever you want to. If you want to be someone else, we can introduce you as someone else.
No, 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 that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I need to talk to the
Portals.
Brotherhood again. I didn't think about this. I need to talk to the Brotherhood again.
Portals change their name as they grow in maturity or experiences, revelations. You can also
You've
be
made such a poor choice.
the same or different.
So the hand on her chest that's been just kind of like rubbing circles, trying to calm herself, self-soothe. It stops for a moment, and she locks eyes with you. Can I call myself Velikarthus? I'm okay with Pluzine too.
Not Pluzy.
Oh man.
Not gonna lie,
Yeah.
not this. This is not where I expected tonight to go, but I love this.
Kara hears that and just starts walking over the berm.
Whatever you may wish.
Okay. You're here with me. I think I can do this. I'm just giving a gap for if anyone else wants to say anything, but otherwise.
Yeah, because you guys are all hearing this.
Exactly. At this point, you're all hearing this. Yeah, there's a reason we came back.
Mace is going to systematically ignore everything he just heard.
I feel like Mace goes into sentry mode. He drops into sentry mode for like 5 minutes, just waiting.
Yeah.
That's
Is
awesome.
Leif still here?
Yeah, that's what I'm
still
curious
here.
about.
Leif's kind of just like staring at all this gonna happen, and then he kind of like shakes his head and comes back, and he's just like, "We're all here for you," and then makes his echo appear, and he goes, "All of us."
Do you and your echo do anything physically?
Do me and my echo ever do anything physically?
I more mean honestly, what my brain went to is I feel like hold on. I should put GIF. GIF would be what I'm looking for. All right, let me see here.
That's I guess I probably should have put it in Discord, not in there. That's Valine thinking right now.
This is perfect. Copy image address. I don't know what the YouTube one is. I'll look at that in a second. I feel like this is Leif and his echo.
Be her.
Yeah.
Yes,
Pretty,
that
yeah,
is
yeah,
like-
that's pretty-
They just do a fusion dance for no reason.
Yeah.
And as they touch, the echo just disappears. Just
Yeah.
1 point of damage.
And it's just me standing there with my arms and a half a heart.
Broken.
oh,
Forever.
Jesus. Horrifying. But no, otherwise, Valine, I guess, will slowly just she looks over at you, Leif, having said something, and as much as it doesn't really do much to soothe her worries with what you've done with your echo, she recognizes the fact that there is this party here, and as much as she hired you all initially as kind of contractors, with everything that's happened with Pluzak and with everything that she's gotten to know with the party, she will take a deep breath and just look back at you, Pluzak. Okay. Well, if anything, at least I trust that you're not going to abandon me, because I am needed in terms of at least as a research material. And I don't mean that in a bad way. If anything, I respect that. And she kind of winks at you, Pluzak, hoping to kind of be in your good graces on that a little, regaining herself, if anything. And okay. Yeah, you know what? And Imdra's a good person. She'll understand. She'll get it. Yeah. Okay. All right. We can do this. And as she says we can do this, Kara, you're at the people. What are you doing? Split the party.
We've been traveling for quite a bit, and we're curious.
Oh, whoa! Go to the boss! I tell you all the time, not everything. Holy shit, hokies! You're the winged girl. You're the Kara, right? Kara. Nice to meet you, Kara.
I thought he was saying that because of her tits.
I was gonna say.
The party has one
Well-
experience.
At what height are these individuals? Because if they're dwarves, I can understand this.
No. It's mostly humans. This guy is a dwarf, but he seems to be more of a foreman, if anything. He's kind of controlling everything. But everyone else is mostly humans. You can tell that they're generally Easthaveners, 10-towners.
Yes, Kara, you got the name correct.
Okay, so Imdra and of course the town knows you guys. You're all famous and cool and fucking what the fuck? You're back.
Yes, we are.
Welcome back. If anything, at this point, he actually like reaches out. He grabs the collar of the man who was freaking out earlier, shakes him a little bit, and then he like throws him in the other direction and makes him get back to work. And then he just stands there with his hands on his hips, looking at you.
I sense a disturbance. Have we done something to offend in the time we've been
No,
gone?
no, maybe. So, or mayhap. So, you know Captain Imdra. So, a couple updates. She's the speaker and the captain now. The speaker... Well, they got kind of injured during the whole dragon thing and didn't quite make it. So, currently, Captain Imra had being stepped up as she did for the town, and she's kind of both until another election is held. Regardless, she made sure that everyone in the town knew. And this, I don't mean like the visitor. Oh fuck! There's so much we got to fill you in on. Come. Is your party with you? How many of you lived?
Yes. We all lived.
Oh, boys! And everyone just like immediately stops, turns. You know, a bunch of them like crates in their arms. The dogs even turn. Like everyone, they all lived. The heroes are alive. And everyone just like cheers. All right, now get back to fucking work. And they all turn and get back to work. Okay, so that's fantastic fucking news. But otherwise, there's a whole thing. Did you by chance give Imra a dream?
I need a tad bit more context for that.
Well, there was this time that she gathered everybody in the town square. It was like, I don't know, a week ago, maybe a little bit more, 10 days ago, maybe 10 days ago. I don't know, maybe a little less. I can't remember. We've been doing so much work, but so...
Was it along the lines of, if the sun comes out, we won?
That was it! If the sun comes out, then the Frostmaiden's gone. And the sun's been out for a while. So, we all, the Easthaveners, the ones that, you know, she told, and this was over time, because I think you need a secret for some reason or something.
Yeah. There's an assassin lord and
I don't care to know why. I don't want to be involved. None of us do. But she was the one who told us what was happening, and none of us really believed. But the sun came out, and we got no other explanation, lass. And then now you're here, and I know you's wings and all and beauty, beauty indeed. So by at least their accounts, and I'm sorry, I'm a little flummoxed.
I can say that.
Do you need something? Can we get you back to town? What? How can I help?
We'd like to get back to town faster.
Oh, absolutely. I can have a sled on you all. Two. He like looks over the berm as everyone else is coming. 3 sleds? However many you need. That's no problem. We got them cycling. It's not going to be any problem at all. We got plenty of time to clear out the lock. And oh man, I can't. I'm beside myself. I thought it was fake.
Nope. We found the city. We beat the Frostmaiden into non-existence, and we stopped the eternal snowstorm.
All I know is I'm happy to see the sun, and if you had something to do with it, then I thank you. So let's get you back to town, you and all yours, and of course at this point the rest of the party is more than capable of being there and conversing. And all I ask is maybe tell me your story when I get back to town. I'd love to know. Otherwise, yeah, fuck, man. I gotta think. Be careful. Because if you're not supposed to be there, but also... I don't know how to phrase this. The town's different, when you make me remember. The whole 10 towns are a bit more influenced.
Divided.
No. There's just more people here now than there ever was. The facts that the things have been melting, have been getting out, and all everyone wants is to get here and be what's the phrase? On the forefront of fortune, you know. So
The forefront of fortune.
as things melt and treasures are revealed and adventurer corpses are found beneath the snow, yeah, there's going to be a lot going on.
So this enterprise of yours is to reclaim what's been lost by the lake over the winters?
Oh, in terms of the townfolk and me, yeah. We know where the ships have gone down and we know what has been lost. We just want to try and recollect what it is. But if you're talking about things out towards like the cairn or even further towards like the Goliaths, or the spine, or whatever it be. Adventures be coming now. They're starting to seek out whatever may be melting, be it corpses or caravans, whatever it is. The Icewind Dale, if truly, as you stated, things are turned for the warmer, well, let's just say fortune seekers. They've heard the rumors. The towns are busy. All of the towns, actually. At least what's left. Might be able to rebuild Goodmead at this point. Just by funds alone.
Good to know.
Although that would have to take, like, some level of, like, what was them dwarves? Fuck. They made good mead, but God, he was such an asshole. I couldn't deal with their son. Bun Honey Mead? The Honey Mead? Something like that. I think, but, if they were still around and they had the money that was flowing through the 10 towns at this point, God, they'd be fucking rebuilding Goodmead in a heartbeat.
You know what? That might be something to do when all this blows over.
That's up to you. At this point, I'm just going to get back what we lost. My brother's whole ship went down over this way. And he, like, gestures out to where a whole bunch of men are swimming in the lake. And now that the water's warm enough that you can't freeze your tits off and die immediately, well, we're going to get back what we lost. At least the Easthaverners. I'm pretty sure the Kerkonig folk don't give much because they didn't really live on the lake, and Cerdinoval's gone as fuck, so they don't care. So, as long as we get as long as we get to it fast enough, the lack, it's ours. So,
Oh, good luck.
I'm losing my accent at this point, which I'm surprised about because I've done it for long enough.
Careful.
Good luck. But we will certainly accept the ride into town.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. How about this? He like puts his fingers in his mouth, whistles. A whole bunch of the dogs turn. All right, Kenneth, and like one guy comes running over. I need 3 carts. We got one for the woman who she wants with her, one for the 2 more, and then one for the 2 turtles. And yes, you will be set up with dog sleds that will get you back to Easthaven. So unless there is more to be said here, we can transfer you there.
Oh, that works for me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hopefully that filled you in on some of the stuff going on in between, but otherwise, Easthaven we go. So, you would be coming in from the east side of this map. Excuse my mouth.
The east of Easthaven.
So, couple of things. Before you go back, I guess he would inform you at a minimum, there is only 1 bar now. So, there were 2 before. And I do think you guys interacted with both, but initially it was the Wet Trout and the White Lady Inn. The White Lady Inn had rooms to stay at. It is where you guys were used to going. However, the Wet Trout did have kind of like it was another place for rumors and things like that and other information. Essentially, he would tell you, due to the nature of how things are going, the owner of the Wet Trout died during the dragon attack. No one else took it over. It fell into disrepair. The White Lady kind of took over that business, and because of the influx of people in town, it quickly became far more profitable and was able to kind of just draw more customers to the point that that other building is completely gone. This is just kind of one of those things where, you know, with the evolution of what's happened with the dragon and all that, that just is no longer accessible. I also no longer have the stables circled. This is only because the stables are no longer taking clientele, you would be told. Due to the nature of, again, the extra influx of people, they are completely full. There's nothing that can be done in terms of, like, if you were to go get your dog sleds and try and keep them there, you would not be able to. And that is something you now know.
Woo! Made a good call.
You did indeed. Yes, that was a kind of a trap. So you nailed that. But with what is said is kind of the condition of the town, there is really nothing left to be reconstructed. Construction happened really fast, especially with the influx of bodies and money to the town, with the weather changing. You would kind of feel like, I guess it's a little fast to a degree where, you know, it's only been kind of like 2 or 3 10 days since you guys, or sorry, it's only been 2 10 days since you changed the weather. However, you do kind of get this sense from what you were told with by the people before you left on the dog sleds that just it was kind of one of those things like magic exists, right? So between sending messages and bards and things like that, the message that the Icewind Dale has changed. Now, whether or not or what that change is kind of like
maybe not as clear to some people, but the general idea that when opportunity arises, people show up has very much been fulfilled in the Icewind Dale now that you have very drastically shifted what's occurring here. So you just have that kind of heads up as you approach the town. Once you are here, I guess I would ask, the dog sled shows up. These people probably gave you, the foreman probably gave you a note to give to the people on the other end for why you have been transported instead of goods. However, none of these people involved are directly related to the town guard or anything related to Imdra. So however you want to approach the town is up to you. Like if you want to go straight to the inn and not deal with the kind of the politics of, the politics, I think that's the right term, then you can do so, or you can go talk to Imdra. It still was a 5-hour, sorry, it was a 5-hour trip, so you are at about 7 or so p.m., maybe 8, somewhere in between there, just for reference, and that's where you reach the Ten Towns. How do you guys want to approach it?
I would definitely want to make my way to the White Lady Inn, see if we can get a room, and if not, we can at least hit the bar.
That's Kara's vote. Okay. I think that makes sense, but...
Okay,
how about
how about Kara now?
Yeah, if anything, Leif gets a boner, the dragon sniffs his crotch, also, lays back, shows its tummy, and it gets a fucking red rocket, and then you all know that it's actually a boy.
Oh, great.
I don't know if that's true. Hey, Blake, that's up to you, man. I'll let you run with that one if you want it. Otherwise, it's not real.
No, I like it. I like it.
I like it, he says.
I like
that
it.
was what I was worried about. I guess the dragon's canonically male, if that's the case.
Sure.
Give it a little dick smack.
Not touching
not like
lake
that.
sands.
Not like that. Not in like a that kind of way. Just in a normal way.
Oh yeah, the normal dick smack.
So we're going to the White Lady.
I think so.
Okay.
Is that the kind of?
I'm not gonna split up.
No, we shouldn't.
I mean, if there are other options, let's hear them.
Sorry, to clarify, the other option is Town Hall, where Imdra is known to operate out of, especially now that she is acting head of town as well.
We just need in currently, right?
And then the other options were originally also the stable and the Wet Trout, which was the other bar that is now closed, and the town ferry, which has been closed.
Assuming that we're coming up the road this way,
long.
It's just a question of just...
The closer of the two is the town hall, but...
We stop there to go to Imdra, and then we go here to the bar.
Well, but again, I'm leaving this up to the party. If you wish to talk with Imdra, that's fine, but this goes back to, I guess, the kind of whole thing about you guys were saying, alerting the Hex. If Imdra knows you're here, that's a lot more people that know you're here, because the town guard is going to know you're here. I'll clarify on that front. This is kind of one of those... This is a decision moment, I guess, is the better way to clarify it. If you go to the inn, then Imdra and the town guard don't know you're here yet, which could be beneficial in Hex relation if you worry about that, but that's up to you. I don't know if that's something you're actually worried about, considering what you know or whatever, so...
I think giving them as little information as possible is best, so if that's going to conceal us a little more from the Hex, at least then we should do it.
At least until morning.
Yeah. Also, do we what do we need Indra for? Are we just looking for information about what's been happening?
We got.
Yeah, I guess.
Wants to go talk to Indra.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Valine and Pluzak, you both, I think, have enough of rapport with Imdra from your time in this town. Without the party, you both know that even before she had the authority of a speaker, she also always had her kind of finger on the pulse of the town. If there is any clarification on what has happened, what is happening, that you guys wish to have, if there's any sort of you wish to... honestly, the best way to put it is if you want an in for what's happening in the town clerically, whether it's with the law or with
the person to go to.
Yeah, exactly. She always has been, ever since, Imdra is the person that during Burning Man, when you were suspected of murder, she was the one who captured you guys, right? Ever since day one, she was an authority, a huge authority within the city. So if you need that power of authority or the information that it brings, she's definitely the one to go to. But also, there are detriments to it that you guys are kind of acknowledging, so whichever way you want to go. But yeah, she definitely has that power, if not more so now.
So... because we'll sit here in silence until someone says something.
Yeah, no, I think honestly, it sounds like the group has mostly voted the inn. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mostly because we need like a base to operate from, first and foremost, and secondly,
I think
because
that's
Indra can be seen at any point in time.
totally fair. Okay. So let's go to the White Lady Inn for the first time in a long time. As you guys come in, you of course can come through the door to the south, and you will find something that you certainly are surprised maybe a little bit by. It's not as much a surprise now that you know what you know in terms of how the town has been
Oh
thriving.
shit, it's the bard.
Oh my god, there's
No,
clients.
no. Sorry. Let me finish. Let me finish describing here. Yes, to the party that has played the other campaign that we're currently doing. Yes, let me finish describing because generic picture. As you enter, the restaurant and tables are actually almost packed. There are far more people towards the fireplace and kind of the communal table of the center. And there is what seems to be a bard. Not any specific bard, but just a general sort of adventurer bard style person at the piano that was otherwise unused the last time you were here. He is playing music. It is generic and very popular material. And you would realize very quickly, all of you, this is just a general kind of thing you can get. All of the kind of people in the bar here, they're not really necessarily all adventurers. Some of them might be lower level, kind of here to start making their fortune, start trying to grow into something. But it's mostly villagers and kind of these aspiring people. You would believe by this nature that much to what you were told, the town is far more popular, and there are people here seeking a fortune of some sort, but there is nothing here that screams out to you as standing out. Including the bard, I just wanted a standalone portrait at the piano that is playing and can be approached as a bard if you wish stories and music and things like that, but there is no particular special story relevance to that. Sorry. I have to clarify
That's okay.
because that was a portrait used in that other little campaign thing. I understand. Conserving data limits. Bard is Bard.
Yeah.
It's the bard.
I think Blake is the only one here that's just like, I don't give a shit. I don't know what you're talking
I'm
about.
like, yeah, it's just a bard, just a regular bard.
But yes, that's exactly it. So as you guys enter, it's far more lively than any other time that you were here. But otherwise, yeah, the White Lady Inn is the White Lady Inn as you pretty much remember.
Okay.
As I go alone.
No, there.
So I would say, Kara, let me ask, as you were on the dog sleds, since you were kind of told to some degree about what's going on in the town, do you have your wings out? Like, what's the goal here?
I'd have tried to, cover them slightly, but there's only so much I can come back.
All of
them
you
under
have
cloak.
access to like heavy winter clothes and things, even if you're at resistant
Wearing-
to. So like you can have a cloak if you want, if you think it's enough. I just don't know what is it Kara would have done as a character, or if Kara would have done anything as a character. Maybe she just saunters in anyway. I just want to kind of posit it. You would have had the time, so.
At this point, there's not really much. Like anyone with a brain cell and a decent set of eyes is gonna notice the giant fucking humps on her back. So I'm not really gonna be hiding the wings very much.
All right, interesting. Okay, and you know what? Honestly, so I guess that question goes to you, Pluzak, as well. As you guys approach the town, Valine would have kind of redoubled her whispers to you, since you and her were put on the same sled. She asks, I guess, should I wear a cloak? Does Pluzak push her to be visible or not in any regard?
Bluzak says to wear the Netherese cloak the robes that we got.
She smiles, thanks you, and I guess she'll do that. It looks a little strange considering her turtle form now, but otherwise, she actually seems to gain some comfort in that idea. And the fact that everyone else is kind of wearing theirs as well, there's that camaraderie aspect. So she will walk in full turtle form, wearing that cloak. Yeah, okay, awesome. Leif, for you and the dragon, I will tell you, as you guys, or as you were transported with the dog sled, the dragon would have just kind of run along, or half flown along with you. The townsfolk would have, I guess I should have probably addressed this earlier, but they would have been really wary about the dragon, but the fact that the rest of the party is heroes and well known here, they wouldn't have necessarily stopped you. But you definitely would have gotten a sense that the dragon puppy is going to be very ill received in town. Do you wish to leave it outside of town, try and bring it into some degree? Like, how would you have tried to sneak it through the streets, if at all? Like, what's the approach on that? in terms of Leif.
I mean, I wouldn't. I don't think there's a way to like fully sneak it through town, but I would. I guess I wouldn't have been freely like walking it on a leash like it's a pretty puppy. You know what I mean? Like I would have been like, "Wow, look at it! Everyone, look at it!" Like it would have been more of like a.
So I
Like, it
guess
wouldn't be
with that
hiding
statement,
behind things.
yeah. So I guess with that statement, you want to, if you want to present it that way, and you said leash, like, do you want Leif to make a leash for it? You have plenty of rope. I mean, it's you.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Actually, that sounds
I'm sorry.
lovely.
That almost sounded derogatory in my head as I said it. It's like it's you. You have plenty of rope, but it's like it is Leif. Leif has like how many hundreds
It's not.
of feet?
It's
I
Look,
don't have that much.
stereotypes exist for a reason.
I only have like 470
Yeah,
feet or
you
something.
could literally tie this thing up and still let it run through the whole village before you had to pull it back. Like, yeah. But I guess much to that point, like, is there something you're trying to do in that front, or
Snow puppy, the leash baby dragon.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I just I like that. I think going into town, Leif probably would have noticed that he's got this free range dragon or snow puppy, and so he probably would have put it on a leash.
okay, okay. So we'll do this. This is happening before you guys get to this point, of course. Since I didn't think of it, and this would have been plenty of time to do as you approach to Easthaven. I'm going to do a couple things here. We want to do. I'm going to give you. I guess I'll give you options because I'm not super clear on one of them. But at a minimum, I want an animal handling for how the dragon will behave once it sees all these people. Kara, you can of course help with any of these, but you can only help with one of these. So just a heads up on that. So it will be an animal handling from Leif for controlling the snow puppy in town. I will have you do either a survival or sleight of hand, Leif, your choice, for tying the leash around the snow puppy. If you wish to try and hide it in some way, say like throw a cloak over it, or fucking, I don't know. If anything, it's probably just throw a cloak over it and make people think that hopefully make people think that it's like a sheep or something. I don't fucking know. That would be like a stealth check, or I would also give maybe deception. If either of
Deception
those
would
are
probably
better.
be the right call for that one.
Either or. I'm doing my classic. You have the choice. Whatever's better for your character. Kara, like I said, you can help with one of these, but Leif, you will have to do at minimum the two, the leash and the animal handling, and then if you wish to try to hide it further, that stealth deception. Hopefully that makes sense.
Okay. Okay. Well then let's make a leash real quick. Easy day.
Oh, and
Just-
actually, I guess I should clarify for you, Chris. You can help action one of those. You can Einherjar die as well. But
Oh,
those are
I was gonna save
just wanted to make sure I was
what
clear.
the Einherjar. I was gonna save the Einherjar die for if there was a really bad roll.
Well, technically, you have as many of those as you need.
Yeah, but it's per reaction, so I was.
Yes.
This seemed like it was
Right.
one
No,
thing.
no, no, no.
So I wasn't gonna just throw out. Like,
That's why
all
I'm
of them.
clarifying. In terms of Leif with the dragon, you have one Einherjar
each.
die and one help action. And
Yeah.
I'm clarifying that. Jesus, I really can't talk tonight. I am clarifying that specifically for that purpose of what exactly as you're saying. You can still use other Einherjar die like outside of that for other things. Like I'm not going to penalize you and be like, well, it's one reaction. We're not in initiative. You don't have to worry about reactions.
I understood
have-
that for the sake of this assignment, I got one of each.
Cool. Totally. Just wanted to clarify because I do think it could be important depending. Gotcha. Back to you, Blake. How we doing? What we do?
we're gonna do a leash first. We're gonna make just this awesome leash.
What ahead? Okay. That is a damn good leash. Absolutely. Okay.
Upon doing this, he is going to say to Mace, noticing that it's rope, that at some point, if Mace wants to help smith a better collar, that would be very helpful.
That's a very good call. So Mace, I guess as you guys are on the dog sleds, Leif is kind of. Sorry, we'll put it this way. You guys all run yourself to the 10 towns, and then as you're on the outskirts, Leif is assembling this kind of slip knot leash on the dragon's neck. If he pulls, it will kind of do like a choke collar sort of thing, so he has good control. But he does have to approach to loosen it again, which is not ideal. So he looks over at you, and he asks you to potentially help him with a collar in the future. Do you want to talk about it now? Do you want to do it in the future? How do you want to approach that? I don't mean the smithing. I just mean it's open for RP. That's a good kind of moment.
I think it would just be it wouldn't be like a big thing. I think I would be tying the slip knot around him and then be like, "Ugh," and then look at Mace and be like, "You think you could make a better one than this?
I have a chain.
Do you think you could smith it with your hammer into gooder?"
He makes a choke chain collar for the fucking thing. That'd be amazing.
I mean, yes, but we're in the middle of a bar.
Well, yes. I just mean at some point. I know you don't sleep.
Awesome. All right, so give me that animal handling for how it behaves around people.
Then just a little quick little.
And are you hiding it at all or no?
Advantage.
All right, so give me one more roll with Kara's animal handling advantage.
Yeah, it's not great.
15 total.
Actually, I'm going to do it this way. That's a 3 total. Leif, as you approach the bar, the dragon juts forward. You guys enter the door together, and it sees all these people, and it juts towards people. And you immediately yank on the rope and tighten the knot that you've made, the slip knot, and choke the fuck out of the dragon.
Oh, he's loving it.
And it is immediately going to go and fall sideways on the floor, and you pounce on it. And you loosen the knot, but you also are holding its neck, and you look it in the face, and you simply say, "No." And then as you both stand up, the dragon is going to simply follow you, single file behind you, as you enter through this bar. I will tell you, because of what just occurred, everyone nearby, most of the people near the bar are still transfixed on the song. They're totally fine. The groups nearby are currently terrified and staring at you all with mouth agape.
Now I want to put a cloak over it.
All right, so that's going to be disadvantage at this point.
I will allow that. I will allow that.
I don't-
Do you want,
You got a choice?
Thanks for allowing it. That's fine.
I accept your terms.
Oh god.
Perfect.
Perfect.
This is-
Perfect.
this is exactly what I wanted.
this is great. So as the whole part, like these people turn and look at you, you take and throw a cloak over the dragon. The dragon
Yeah, and then
immediately starts thrashing around and kicks into this table, knocks the table sideways into these people, and they're all gonna fall to the ground, making a huge clattering noise as it jumps over here. And like you step up and pull the cloak off it, so it finally stops thrashing, and the whole room is gonna turn and look at you and the dragon.
I stare at everyone in the room. This is like
If anything, this is one of those moments where like it almost record scratches as the bard even stops and turns to look like he's super confused. You know.
Kara's at the bar. I'll take one of the largest drinks you have, please.
The bartender, if anything, doesn't even notice you at first because he's still too busy like running back and forth, just like serving other people.
Yeah.
How about you, Leif? What are you doing?
Now I'm just going to casually.
I like that Pluzak and Valine have realized this is the perfect moment for Valine to just like slip in unnoticed.
Oh yeah.
All attention is elsewhere.
Just gonna walk over to this bar.
Oh
and kind of keep old Snow Puppy here on the corner with me, and look at Kara and see that she has nothing, and just be like drinks.
Awesome.
I'm working on it.
Awesome. All right. How about you, Mace?
Mace is just going to pick the nearest, most empty table. He's going to sit on it, like sit around it.
So, if anything, you would find most of the tables actually have people at them. If anything, there's like 1 or 2 available bar stools. But most things are full. I know I didn't fill it
Got
out.
it.
I just didn't want to have
Yeah,
like
that's
a
fine.
whole bunch of
It's
shit.
not the-
I
so
will
we
tell
have
you,
to be
it is
personal. That's
possible
totally
for you
fine.
to like discuss with people about potentially opening a table. You think, like, you see, there's enough different groups that you think you can move people, but for the most part, things are pretty busy. So you take up a different seat. Ah, interesting. Okay.
Actually, no. You know what? I think I'll approach the bar.
Ah, interesting. Okay. And then I'm gonna have you do that in a second here. Just Pluzak and Valine, are you guys just sitting in the corner?
Yep.
Okay. So as you approach the bard, Mace, what do you say or do?
I guess unless they're in the middle of playing something or saying something out loud, I'd ask
They
them.
are actually singing. I wasn't sure if anyone in the party was like paying attention enough. Do you want to listen as you approach?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So it's actually a generally well-known kind of ballad, just about some pretty famous adventurers. You feel like, you know, at some point your father probably mentioned them, but it was some inconsequential thing to you. But you just recognize this bard seems to be playing to favorites currently, is I guess the best way to put it. That's what you would notice.
Okay, so
Is it the ejaculating
whenever.
bandits?
Not
Oh,
currently. Maybe.
Oh.
That's up to Mace.
So I'll ask it. Actually, yeah, I guess I'll just ask it and say, you perhaps tell me what the latest exciting happenings are?
Sorry, I actually just looked at the time. I want to check something quick. Claw and Chris, how much longer are you guys okay to go for? Like 9:30, okay? 10? Like
9:30 probably the limit for me.
Okay.
Yeah, probably the same.
Okay, cool. So, the bard hears you. He's still singing, but I guess at some point he just kind of would quickly finish up the song. He finds like the next chorus. He just slowly starts to play it out. Hello, friend. What do you mean? So you're saying like you want to know town rumors, town stories? What you want to hear? What I know from elsewhere? What are you looking for?
Tell me what's currently buzzing around people's minds most recently.
Yeah. So as he's like talking to you, he's just playing kind of like just general riffs that lead into each other. He's still doing music to entertain people, right? Stuff around the town, Alright, how about this? 1 gold, and I'll tell you everything I've heard recently.
Yeah, that works for me.
You just got ripped off.
Alright. He's buying for me tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's tell him all the rumors we've heard. And here we go!
And he starts playing a tune. And basically, he summarized, things summarized to like lyrics that feel like,
well, the townsfolk, they're working hard. The people, they're trying far. And yet, things they don't resolve. However, the warm weather, it pushes us all farther. And the people supporting us from the red cart, they drive us harder. And yet, we find nothing's quite right, because the heroes have yet to return. And that's about it, and everyone in the bar is very much celebrating, and you can tell, if anything, he doesn't know when he says heroes who he's talking about, but the people in the bar respond very readily to that term. And it's about at that point that the bartender approaches you, Kara, and Leif. And I would say Pluzak, you and Valine also have kind of like a barmaid approach. She offers you some drinks, and as she does so, she says, "Mr. Turtle, do you know Miss Imdra?" And then for you, Kara, just to clarify on the other side, Wings! And at that point, Kara, pretty much the rest of the bar is going to turn and look at you.
Yeah, 1 sec. Drinks.
I'm gonna
Drinks.
shout
That's
as
beautiful.
well.
That's beautiful. Roll intimidation, because I know you got a good roll on that. For
And
you,
I'm gonna
Pluzak.
point at the bar.
Yeah.
Why am I rolling intimidation? I'm trying to get drinks.
Because he's suddenly
That's why.
surprised by seeing you, yeah. And
Oh.
the fact that
And
you said that
you're
to him.
demanding drinks.
Yeah, you're demanding drinks as he's surprised to see you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. Turns around, he quickly grabs 3 mugs and just starts filling them rapidly for you, the dragon, and Leif. He doesn't even he's fuck it, whatever. He just slams them on the fucking bar in front of you guys.
Kara, thank you kindly. Passes 1 to Leif. Passes 1 to Snow Puppy.
Puts it on the
Takes
ground.
1
Snow
for
Puppy
himself.
Snow Puppy looks up at you, Leif.
I nod.
Do you drink yours?
I do. I sip mine and nod to him.
Beautiful. Snow Puppy will drink his. Actually, Mace, at about that point, a barmaid also approaches you with a drink, and the barmaid, quickly runs off, and will bring back drinks for you and Valine, whether you say something or not, only because the sudden interruption of this Kara thing quickly throws her off. So there's drinks in front of you and Valine as well, if you guys will partake. I don't know. I am kind of trying to figure out what the party's doing here on this one. So
I'm having a drink.
Kara's having a drink. Leif and Snow Puppy, I'm assuming, are joining.
Also, yes.
Okay, so with the whole kind of reverie going on, by the way, at this point the bard quickly realizes, with the wings call out, and then he looks at you, Mace, and he looks past the cloak, and he realizes the armor, and he actually, you kind of see like a spark in his eye that he recognizes that you're part of the party. If anything, I guess the way to clarify it is enough has happened at this point, and you guys have drawn enough attention from people who kind of know what's happening. You are all now recognized. So the rest of the bar is actually going to hold up mugs and cheer, and call out, "The heroes have returned." And I kind of want to know, do you all partake? It's kind of like one of those, an alignment thing, but I'm just curious what your characters do, So
Kara will raise her glass and then take another drink from it.
Kara will drink. Okay, Leif.
Mace will just loudly exclaim, "Where?
If anything, the bard laughs and raises like the mug that was brought to him as well, and just, of course you know, it's you. Yeah, I assume. Looks around to the rest of the room, like kind of like nervous. Realizes they're all very like readily believing that this is the party they know, and then he just raises his mug again and like extra cheer and will drink from it. But he's staring at you. He's looking for you to join him.
Mace will just realize that his lame attempt at diverting attention has
Did not work.
totally
If anything,
failed.
it drew
Yeah.
more attention to you. Yeah.
Yeah, and so he will just kind of like clink his mug and pantomime drinking, but he won't actually drink.
Define that. Because this bard's looking at you. I think he would notice if you're just like touching your lips, like if you put drink in your mouth and then like swallow it down, but like it's mace. Like I know it's not you're not imbibing it like to be sustenance, but like how far does the
Right.
deception go? Like he's watching you. I'm kind of curious on that front.
If I notice that like he's paying attention to whether I'm
Yeah, no. He's
partaking
not
or
only paying attention, he's like actively pushing you to drink. This is like one of those cheerses where he's drawing attention to you. He wants you to be a center of attention. He's barding it up. Like that's why I'm trying to. He's making you a show just as much as anything.
Fine.
You know what I mean?
I'll just
like,
drink. I'll drink. It's fine.
okay, so Mace will drink, Kara drinks, Leif drinks, Pluzak, Valine. The rest of the, the citizens around you definitely recognize at least you, Pluzak, for who you are, since you spent time here with Imdra. They're a bit confused about Valine, but I think that, two turtles are just going to be, it's a turtle and a turtle. Do you
Like,
drink?
where did that come from?
Yeah, right. Like, it makes sense, right? Do you drink, Pluzak?
God damn. No. I hold up my mug and cheer, clash it with Valine's.
Okay, totally fine. I think that Valine herself will get taken in by the atmosphere, especially considering everything that's happened. Her lifelong dream was, at least in the terms of when you met her, to find Yithrin, and basically prove it was real, to find artifacts, and she achieved that. She was put in this new body with magic she never knew. She has a staff from a fucking demi-lich from centuries ago that was far more powerful than any mage in this century. Like, she's been living life. If anything, if it wasn't for the fact that, and I wouldn't say, let me rephrase that. Not only is she living life, she's also in a new, hot, awesome turtle body with this super sexy turtle companion that has guided her to where she's at, right? Like, everything's going right for Valine right now. She imbibes. So, everybody please, con rolls for those who drink.
Only works if I fail.
Maybe if I do this.
Oh, actually,
Oh
Snow,
Saving rolls or
just do a straight con roll for me.
Oh,
Those of you who have done con saves is fine. Don't worry about it. It's not that big a critical thing. Just, you know what? I don't con save. Fuck it. Con save. Everybody's already done con save. Con save. Fuck it.
to be fair, my con save and my con roll are the same.
Okay. Would Valine have
I have
any higher,
advantage
Fred?
against being poisoned,
Plus
if
2
that
more.
helps.
It doesn't matter
24.
in this case. Call. It would have been a 24, Fred.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, Mace. Cool.
See, I told you I have advantage.
No, you're good. That's awesome. Okay. It would have been the 30 either way. It was no different on this. Okay.
Yeah.
So those of you getting drunk is none of you, since it's only one drink, as has probably been somewhat picked up by you. Something's happening here. Let me snow puppy this. Hold on. Okay. Awesome. So this is big, because this is something happening from a long time ago, and it's up to you guys to figure out what it is. Kara, Leif. Let me see. Where's Pluzak? What is it? Is it Pluzak did not drink, so Pluzak's okay. Valine. Okay, so Kara, Leif, Valine, all under 25. You feel your stomachs seize for a moment as the alcohol pulls into them, and then you're fine. However, I'm going to have you mark this now. When you all wake up, the three of you, you will no longer have access to spell slots, and you will have a poisoned status effect. However, this will extend to saving throws, ability checks, and regular throws, and this is a toxin, not a poison. Mace,
What?
that's why it would have been. There's a whole thing that's about to go on. This is
What is the difference? But okay.
the difference has been actually set. You want to think back to it? I brought it up already once tonight.
I'm
Jinglong
blanking
Dai.
out, but
Xinglong Kai.
Oh.
Your abilities were not able to help his wife because she was poisoned by a toxin, not a poison. It's a status effect in that regard, but because of where this comes from and how this is happening, those of you who are hitting, which again, Pluzak and Mace, you do not need to worry about this. You are perfectly fine. You have your full kits. Everyone else is limited, and essentially, what you are going to feel throughout the night, because this is not happening immediately. This will be essentially the next morning. So you're kind of like bleeding into this. I'm just setting it up for that. Food poisoning. Think about it like that. Severe food poisoning. So that's why, again, like Mace maybe could have potentially had something here. You didn't really truly imbibe in that way, right? Like that's the kind of way that it works. Like at some point in the night, you're just going to open your mouth and like spit it out from a side pocket in your stomach, right? Like totally fine on that front. But in terms of the others,
get that list again?
Poison status effect, but to clarify, there's a little extra to it, and I will open it up to be extra perfect. So, poisoned is ability checks and attacks are disadvantaged. This is also saving throws. So it is saving throws, ability checks, and attacks are all disadvantaged, and you have no access to spell slots. Now, some of your abilities will still be usable. As you bring them up, if they're needed, I'll let you know. But this is to, like, basically, again, you are food poisoned. So the best way to think about it is, like, if you try and concentrate on a spell, you can't. It hurts too much in your tummy. Or as you try and, like, focus into sleight of hand.
Let me ask this.
Go ahead.
Did we get laced, or did we just...
You got nerve... The best way to put it is you got nerve agented. Nerve agented, yes.
So basically all the alcohol was poisoned and we fell for it.
In terms of you guys, yes. Now,
I
here's the thing.
Have a question regarding this.
You will immediately be able to tell that something feels wrong. If you want to start exploring that with other people here, that's up to you. But this will be something that takes place over the night. It was just the Constitution saving throw said it, and I wanted to let you guys know now. This is a whole thing that's about to occur in terms of like the next day or two, is my intention. So you're going to hopefully explore things and figure out what's going on. But this is to set who has an issue. Again, you all, those of you who are poisoned, I guess is the best term, you realize something is wrong starting now. Your tummies are starting to hurt. It feels like a food poisoning is setting in. The severity will take effect after the next long rest. How about that? I think that's the best clarification.
Got it. Yeah, that works.
Well, so Mace, for you, actually, nothing is wrong right now. You and Pluzak.
Well, but at least I would be able to tell that there was something off about it.
I actually don't think you would, especially if you're advantaged against poisons. Like, it wouldn't have helped anything on necessarily the saving throw, but you drank and had no problem. That's like the best way to
So
put
I do have a question about this. Is this considered a disease?
No, toxin.
Right, but I mean.
Yeah, that's a third option.
Conceptually, I get that. I don't think I've ever heard of toxin as a.
That's exactly why I'm using that as a word.
Yeah.
So poison would have been truly a poison, like if you were to coat it in arsenic or something like that. This is a third option. I'm specifying for a reason, not only rule set wise. That is something for Mace to maybe pick up on. I don't know. That's up to you if you think that he would notice that. Maybe it's a medicine check for someone else. But currently, toxin is the term that I'm using. That's all you know.
Got it.
We'll look to Leif and just like, oh, does this taste like crap to you?
Yeah.
Ooh, roll a history check, Mace. Or Mace, Leif. History check on that. Thank you, Chris, for saying something. I forgot that I was going to do this.
I rolled bad today.
Roll one more. I'll give you advantage. Okay, 12. It does taste familiar, but I'm not going to tell you where from. Not maybe necessarily like I recognize this, but there's just like this general sense of nostalgia, and you don't know why. Nostalgia might be wrong. Memory. General sense of memory. It's not necessarily that it was a good thing or a bad thing. Just, yeah.
Feels like I've had this before, but I don't know. We've been so long out of the towns. Maybe this is just how town ale is.
I would look to the bartender. Where'd you get that cask from?
Yeah, it's the same cask I've been using. I got it from Bridgehander. We've got thanks to gratefully, we've had enough rebuilding of Easthaven and Brynshanda that the supply lines with the traders are back open, and we're at least able to be supplied with ale from the Greater Sword Coast. Sadly, I don't know if you know, but great good mead was sadly lost to the dragon. Of course, you know. I'm sorry, machinality's kicking in, but you guys are the ones that stopped the dragon. But yeah, no, it's just ale from the Sword Coast.
This reminds me of the ale that we found in that room.
That's very specific.
Well,
We found a lot of ales in a lot of rooms.
I'm trying to remember the history of this. Where were we? Well, I mean, I guess there. I remember
You were there. That is correct. That was the
I
place.
remember
You were in the place where the ale was.
This is Leif's memory to it. He's like, we
This
were.
isn't the stuff we had in the fortress, was it?
The fortress. There was a room with Cass. I think I had it, and I got sick off of it. It reminds me of that. I don't remember more than that. I used to drink a lot. I drink less now because of these problems.
You forced me to start sobering up.
I'd remember if I was more drunk all the time.
Maybe I need to drink more to remember.
If you'll buy me like all the rounds for tonight, then maybe I get.
I do.
Some people drink to
remember
forget.
Leif drinks to remember.
Stop shaking. Not to stop shaking.
Like shoes, you don't need them to live your life, but it fucking helps.
God, that's a statement.
I mean, anyways, sorry, that was Blake, not Blake.
that was philosophic to some degree.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember drinking it, and I feel like it was the same, but I don't remember how we fixed it. But I think it gets bad if this is the same. I think it gets real bad.
Do I hear any of this, by the way?
How about this? I will give you an active perception check for it, since I know your passive is
Sure.
not great. But between the bard kind of playing up the crowd and the crowd being noisy, it's definitely going to be a check at the minimum.
It's everyone that's drinking from the same thing?
Ah, good question. The whole room is indeed drinking. Yes. What or who is affected is unknown currently.
Interesting. Okay. Anyways, I'll do the active perception and then we'll see. There we go. Oh, hey.
Ooh, awesome. Yes, you would hear every word they're saying. No problem at all.
So,
And anything Pluzak and Valine say as well, as Valine slowly starts to dry heave a little bit in the corner and looks at Pluzak. Is this... Did we taste alcohol different? Is this what it's supposed to be like in this turtle body?
No, it should be the same. But
Well, something's definitely heavily off. I don't think I'm drinking anymore.
didn't really plan on drinking because, the hex.
Isn't that another town over and also not involving me?
If you're with us, it probably involves you.
I need some water. She runs over to a nearby table and grabs someone else's water and starts guzzling it down. She comes back to you with it in hand. Okay. Well, how about we go upstairs maybe and rest, or maybe we should go see Imdra and see if she can protect us. I don't feel so good. But yeah, Mace, you'd hear all that as well.
I do want to check something.
What's that?
Again, by definition, it's probably not going to work, but I lose nothing by trying. So I'm going to go over here and use 1 point of lay on hands on Valine and see if that improves anything.
Ah, so let me re-clarify this way. I'm pretty sure off the top of my head you have to spend 5 if you're trying to get rid of a poison's effect. Yeah, you can expend 5. So if you want to,
I'll just spend 5.
Totally.
I'll spend 5.
Just clarifying to that point. So you will expend the 5. You will feel like that effect does take hold. Valine will not get better. And again, that goes back to the toxin poison thing.
Yes,
and again, that's why I'm trying to make that separation. And also, it does feed into some of what you discussed. Story. You got it. I think your guys are...
No, but this actually is good because it gives me information. And so seeing as I'm currently sitting among the two likely most sound of mind characters in this party.
Wow.
Agreed. 100% agreed. If we take a step back, Kara believes she's from another realm and has godly powers. Leif is Leif. Snow Puppy.
And
Takes offense, but also I feel like understands.
yeah.
talks
So, in
talks to
that
his
case-
inert talking sword and
Yes.
and Snow Puppy.
and my brother's a hammer. So, but yeah, like I'll essentially spend those points, realize nothing's happening, and I'll kind of raise some concern. There'll be like a sort of like eye widening sort of reaction, and he will just look at and Evelyn, I guess for that matter, and say, "There's something wrong with this ale. I tried it earlier. Nothing happened to me, thankfully, but." It's not poison, and it's not a disease. Otherwise, I would have been able to get rid of it.
Valine like leans in over you because she's bigger than you, and just like retches towards your head.
Yeah, you telling me?
You like
What I
see
mean-
straight down her turtle throat.
I can see what she had for breakfast.
So Maiden P would take out his journal and start writing side effects, right? So
Yeah, absolutely.
dry heaving. How do you feel? Bad breath, cure wound or cure poison disease didn't work.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Do me a medicine check, please, Fred.
Jackpot.
Okay. Yeah. So, I will give you info in the morning when your party, or not your party, your researchers return to you a 24 worth of information on the sort of symptoms and cause and all that.
I have a very gruesome idea to help myself here.
Okay.
Don't do it.
If you're thinking about
Don't
killing
do it.
yourself, I will tell you it doesn't matter. You would come back with this still in your system.
No, cut my stomach out.
I again don't know that that would matter. I guess the best way to describe it to you is this is in your bloodstream. There's no way to get it out of your blood. Or it will eventually be in your bloodstream. That's kind of
I don't know. I know
kind of-
vampires too. That'd be down.
Okay, maybe. Have we actually? I guess you killed the only vampire in this campaign so far, so that's up to you to find.
That's true.
A while too.
Yeah. That is a morbid solution, Chris, but I would say that if it's in your bloodstream, it's going to be a bit more complicated.
That acted very fast.
Well, no. Again, to your point, I guess if you cut your stomach out before morning, but I'm just going to say at this point, for the sake of mechanics, the people who are poisoned are poisoned. So.
Can we actually, considering the perception check that I did earlier, would I be able to see any other like customer that's showing symptoms?
Sure, I'll give you that. As you scan the crowds, you actually find that literally everybody else in the room has no trouble not only drinking from the mug in terms of during the initial cheers as you're looking around, but as you continue to study for minutes afterwards, everybody keeps returning to those same mugs. No one, people of course order fresh drinks, but you are able to determine that literally everyone else in the room is capable of taking a drink from the mug that they had during the cheers before it is refreshed or lost or gone. Everyone else is fine except for you. Yeah, with a crit,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll also tell Pluzak, it's obviously been targeted. No one else is having issues.
Meanwhile, Kara and Leif are just sitting there going like, these drinks fucking suck.
If anything,
So-
if you say that out loud, Kara to Leif, the bartender seems extremely apologetic. Can I get you like you want like water or anything? I anything else? I guess I can open a new cask. You want me to open a new cask? Everyone else has been okay, but you guys are heroes. I don't want to dissatisfy you.
No, this one's kind of put me under. I think I'm gonna stop for now.
Oh, I don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's on the house. None of you have to pay. Not you! The whole room has cheered. None of you have to pay, right? I mean the heroes. Just the heroes don't have to pay, and they're. Why do you have a dragon here? I really wish it wasn't here. Can you take it outside?
Dragon is throwing up ice because of the
Yes,
poison.
that's exactly correct. Yeah.
He will leave shortly. He will leave shortly.
Thank you. Thank you. It's very unnerving, but I trust the rest of you. I think so.
Well, he is with us. He is.
I got
also-
fuck! He runs to the other side of the bar very quickly, as someone has lit a fire on the bar. And he tamps it down with a cloth.
Kara will make her way over to the rest of the group. God, this alcohol sucks.
As you move that way, a lot of the parties are still continuing to just move.
Yeah, I'll
around
just
and-
fill her in and say, well, we've been targeted by something. We've ruled out poison
I
and
just
disease.
got back. I wanted to have one drink without having to fucking worry about it. Fucking assassin.
Well, I mean, I don't want to brag, but you did, and it was, some of us are fine.
Well,
Uh,
yay.
but, not everyone can have an artificial digestive system.
Like, picks up the knife on the table.
Chance in a non-sarcastic way is just like, thanks, Dad!
Kara's handling, like, twirling the kitchen knife on the table or whatever it is, just thinking about it.
Disadvantage, sleight of hand, please.
I thought this didn't happen till morning.
Disadvantage, sleight of hand, please.
I know.
This is a good mood setter for what's about to slowly set in.
So,
Kara is fumbling far more than she usually does. Doesn't cut herself or anything, but like all of you actively recognize, oh fuck, this is not Kara. This is not who she usually is. That knife would not be a danger to her normally. Right now, I'm worried she might nick herself.
Well, it's evident that it's something that's seated deep, and it's probably only going to get worse. Problem is now, how do we figure out how it happened? Every other customer seems to be handling just fine. Now,
I think they are handling it fine because they are not adventurers.
differentiate between adventurer and not adventurer.
There's nothing for them to handle.
Leif's still holding the beer in his hand. Like, he didn't leave it. He's just still holding
drinking
it.
the same one. I'm already poisoned. Fuck it.
He's not drinking it, but he keeps like almost drinking it, and then he's going like, "Oh shit, wait, it's bad."
And like, I imagine,
sniffing
like just to finish the image, I imagine it's like a takes and brings mug to mouth. Ah, like wags his finger. Like I recognize.
Yeah.
Reaches into his like armor, pulls out a flask and drinks from that. Puts it away.
he just
30 seconds
lightly
pass.
wets his
Does
lips.
the
Picks the
same
beer
thing all
back
over
up.
again.
Yeah.
Oh god. Beautiful. So all of you watch as Leif continues to try and drink from his thing and like catch himself. You will all notice. That's not. He's not hiding it.
Yeah. I will say to the party, I can try to force the truth out of people, but if I were the poisoner, for lack of better words, and I were smart, I wouldn't stick around to see how the poison works.
Do I notice anyone trying to leave in a hurry?
I mean, your passive perception is definitely going to take a hit. If you want to do like active perception, still disadvantage, but
Sure.
it might get a good roll. Okay, so with a 14 total, you wouldn't notice a lot. That's generally like an average roll. You see everything in the room in terms of like you look around. You notice.
In fact, you see twice of it.
Well, no, it's more like the villagers and everything. You slowly like look at every single one of them. You're trying to take in details, notice anything out of the normal. Nothing really catches your eye in that regard, and there's no movement that like catches the corner of your eye. You don't notice any doors. Sorry, excuse me. I have hiccups. I'll take a deep breath. You don't notice any doors or windows opening or closing in any way that catches your eye to any importance. You really see nothing out of an ordinary, but you generally are able to feel like you at least took in what is currently in this room without issue, and nothing stood out.
Do we notify?
Honestly,
might-
yeah.
Oh, my judgment's apparently compromised, so yeah, let's go with that idea.
Okay. So the party wishes to approach Imdra tonight as opposed to tomorrow morning?
Maybe it's a good idea. I mean, the sooner she knows about it, better, right?
As long as she's on our side still.
You think she poisoned us?
Anything could happen. She could be corrupt. People could
It's true.
become corrupt.
That's how the government works.
Yeah. She got power now. Power corrupts. And I look at Leif.
It's a good
Power
thing that
corrupts.
I won't let it corrupt me. Goes to pet snow puppy.
Don't worry, guys. I'm different.
Animal handling with disadvantage, Leif. Just like you
Can I
want.
try to remember where we've had alcohol that treated us like this shit before?
Yeah, you can do history with disadvantage.
I don't think I add to
Fucking
your
fail.
roll at all.
Yeah, nothing comes to mind. I would say you have like a general tickle in the back of your mind, Leif bringing up what he did makes you think like, yeah, I mean, he might know. He's the drinker. But you are not 100% sure in terms of like your own test palette. Like, you don't remember anything in that regard. So,
I'll ask Chance if he knows anything about this. So he will roll. I assume it's also a history check or something like that.
sure. And he has no disadvantage because,
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's good.
Absolutely, yeah.
Hey, Mace, can I chat with you?
Yeah. What's going on?
I didn't mean to interrupt. You're all kind of just, like busy, but you remember that fortress thing that you guys went to, where like Kara left and then got attacked and all that, and like all that?
The room with the alcohol. Please say the room with the alcohol.
You mean Zardrock's fortress?
Didn't the alcoholic one over there drink something there?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he drinks something everywhere, so.
Yeah, but like I think I remember him saying that like it was made so horribly that even he thought it was gross. He keeps saying that he feels like he tasted this before, right? Like, was it that? Like everyone's saying it's
Possible.
gross, and that's the only gross thing that I ever seen someone drink.
I'm pretty sure drank that.
He might have actually.
And
If
it,
that's
it was
if
it was
if you think that's
earthy.
the case, please feel free to roll history check, and you don't have disadvantage.
do I don't know, do I hear Mace
I would say
and
that Leif has
Chance?
talked about it enough that if you believe that Pluzak has, or Bizak would have at that point, had that memory, then you can roll. That's up to you. I'm going to leave that in your hands. Leif was talking about it as a potential memory, like something that he thought he drank. So, like, if you think that could inspire that, go right ahead. But otherwise, like, if you think Pluzak would have forgot, I'm going to let you make that judgment call. I mean, Mace already at a minimum does have some level of, 17 is pretty good. I would say with a 17, you're probably remembering that Leif had that drink, and then when you remember Leif had that drink, you're like, oh wait, I had that drink. And then slowly but surely, the smell of the cup, as you had brought it to your nose, will hit that kind of slow memory nostalgia note, where you're like, oh wait, was it that? And if you take another sip, you're like, oh fuck, I think it was that. Or something similar. Something similar is probably a better way to put it. Because it's definitely not the same thing, but something similar.
Sorry to interrupt your Chance and Mace.
Oh, no.
Go back.
If
No,
anything,
sure.
I just like the fact that we have two different characters approaching information from two different directions. I think that's cool. So Pluzak, you have that. Mace, you have Chance chatting with you. Just to kind of re-clarify, I guess Mace would, or Chance would also say, like, why were we, who were the people there?
You mean Durgar or?
Yeah. Didn't they have, like, powers? Special powers?
I mean, I know they can see the dark and use.
I'm assuming this is all telepathy, by the way. Is Mace saying any of this out loud?
He would actually just be talking out loud, not like overly loudly or anything, but yeah,
Oh,
just
okay,
normal voice.
So I guess the rest of you would at least hear him say Duergar out loud, if that has anything that inspires for the rest of you.
Oh, those size-changing assholes.
Don't you change size?
Yeah.
Also an asshole.
I feel like Leif just like mutters that under his breath, whether he believes it or not. Like can't stop himself Tourette style. Like
Okay.
Kara shrugs.
Alright.
depends on your
Leif
perspective,
is-
I guess. Yeah.
Leif is less threatened after watching Kara fumble around with a knife.
Did anybody ask them?
That's cool.
The people, the bartender, whose side they're on?
God.
No.
You guys didn't ask? Why haven't you asked that? We ask everybody. I
No.
ask everybody.
You ask everybody. We don't ask everybody.
Sounds like a mistake.
What would a human bartender have anything to do with? Yeah, you're probably right.
Cheap meat that they can sell at a high price.
All right, so just because we're kind of getting close to that point on the end of tonight, and this will be, I feel like, depending on how things go here, we could have a couple different options for how we'll start the next session. With Pluzak saying this, does anyone say the thing that he's referencing? I guess is the first question.
You can go over and ask.
That's up to you
Maiden
guys.
P is not going to ask the bartender. Or
But I guess, okay, so how about this, though? I guess my question is this, like, the bartender is one thing. Does anyone say that phrase now that you guys are bringing it up? Or is that just like a left to be? The way you're saying it is like the back of my mind. My mind is going, "What is this? Fucking
He
Voldemort?"
who's
Like,
not been
yeah,
named,
you knew
yes.
exactly where I was going. I'm like, "What is a curse? Like, what are you guys doing? Like, do you actually say it? Is this like a thing that you're gonna hold on to? Like, what's the plan?"
So I would you know what I think Main P would say it in our group because he said it so many other times and
It's
and
almost
he would
reflexive.
say- yeah, he would say What do you mean you didn't ask them Zardarok or Grandalfa?
Okay. If we have a Zardarok or Grandalfa mention, then that does hit a rule here. I need a perception check from everybody. That is, of course, disadvantages applying depending on who you are.
A perception, yeah.
Perception, yes. Only perception.
It does. Finally found out what the hotkeys were for advantage and disadvantage.
Awesome. All right. So yeah, fuck it. I think that's a perfect way to end this, or at least get close, because there's one other question I need answered. Specifically, Pluzak and only Pluzak. As you are like, yeah, I mean, has no one said Zardarok or Grandalfa? Just like as you're saying it, right? So you almost trick yourself into thinking that this is your voice, but you realize this is not your voice. This is not what your voice sounds like. You just hear ever so slightly, and you can't tell where it's coming from. You can't tell who it is, but you know it's not you.
Grandalfa for life!
The other question I need answered is anyone going to Valine tonight? This will, of course, be next session, but is it something that you guys actually wish to
Sure.
approach?
Imdra, you mean?
Imdra, I'm sorry,
think
yes,
we
I'm sorry.
should.
Yes, thank you. Imdra, not Valine. Imdra, yeah.
Yeah, probably. That's a
Yeah.
good idea. Now that we know that there's an active toxin in the drink that's going after specifically us.
I mean,
Okay.
is there? Do
Well,
we
we don't-
know that?
We don't know it's specifically us. So what Maiden
So-
P was trying to get at is
Yeah,
that we're the only ones effective because we're the only ones that are like actually of any strength. Everybody else in here is just a commoner.
Is that something Pluzak is like I'm imagining it like under their breath sort of thing, but like you're
yeah,
communicating that?
Pluzak would try to, with Kara not really understanding what
Yeah.
I was saying previously, I would
Yeah.
I would spell it out more like that, and at the end of that, I would say, this stuff has really hit you. It seems, because you would have got that.
Well, and I would say that generally by the nature of like you've noticed something that Kara hasn't, you definitely that's the case. Like you're actually certain of it. Yeah.
I mean, I miss a lot of things that are painfully obvious to most people.
Sometimes.
Okay. Did anybody hear?
Okay. I'm going to just put it this way because I do want to let you guys go. It's already later than I meant to. Body count. Who is going to Imdra, character-wise?
Raise his
think I will.
hand.
Kara? Was that you as well, Mace?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Leif?
Yeah.
Pluzak?
So I guess everybody is.
Okay. So,
I just
everybody,
said it was a
as you
good
kind
idea.
of gather together, recognizing what's occurred, Valine as well, of course, you will all start to walk towards the front door of the building when suddenly someone else tries to enter.
It's Grandalfa.
It's Grandalfa! By the way, cute.
You guys.
Suddenly,
Oh,
a
God.
very
Yes.
familiar face enters the door as a blue man in exceptionally lavish robes, different from when you last saw him, suddenly calls out, and your old friend Ravnus enters the building. We will
Where are you
address
going?
all of this starting next session. Thank you, Fred. I am so glad to have you with multiple characters.
I don't know if I am.
I am. I certainly am. I want to see where all this shit goes. But either way, yes, we have a lot to address next session as you guys will,
It's gonna
approach
be fun.
Imdra. Ravnus seems to be back in the mix, and you have several members of the party who are affected by some sort of Grandalfa toxin. Welcome back to the Ten Towns, bitches. Your actions are coming to haunt you.
Right.
I hope that sets a good expectation, because I've been sitting on this for so long, waiting. Like, I was literally like months ago. I was like, I feel like there needs to be some sort of resolution to that whole Zardarok Grandalfa thing.
There was supposed to have been a resolution. We helped her win.
You did help her win, and then she also gave you a command code to tell the dragon to fight to the death and try and kill you, and it didn't kill you, and you are a loose end. Oh, fucking great, isn't it? Especially the other DMs in the party now sitting there going, oh shit, he's right.
Not a question of that.
Claw, yeah, exactly. I'm glad to hear the smile in that, yeah, because it's like, I feel like you would do the same.
Oh, yes.
I know
Believe me,
Fred
I
would do the
appreciate
same.
tactics.
I've been sitting on this for so long, guys. Oh my god. But yes, and just to clarify, as players, and this is something that you will discover, but I think you've already kind of discovered, there was that clarification back with Grandalfa and the whole fortress thing. They make alcohols out of like severe, poisonous mushrooms and things in the Underdark. Essentially, they tried to use a neurotoxin on you that was an Underdark poison. And because I wanted it to be able to affect the party, and of course, this was more just like to put it on the board, it was a toxin versus a poison, so that Mace was not fully immune to it. You fucking crit rolled out of it anyway, so it didn't fucking matter. Great job on that. But yeah,
I
that
just
was
wish
that
there'd
was
been
kind
a
of
way to
the
notice it
background.
before it happened.
There was a perception check made, or should have been a perception check made. I'll have to double check on the review. However, Kara, it is not within your general passive perception, so you would have had to hit a number.
I understand that, but there wasn't a
Also,
chance
and to be
that I was aware of to hit
there was a
that
chance
number.
that you were aware of because, to be clear, you didn't have to drink, just as it was shown with Pluzak. That was up to you guys, and I never forced.
Yeah,
No,
I
you
definitely didn't drink because of the
Implication.
the hex being around.
And I think that's fine. If any of you had chosen any reason to not drink, I was never going to push it on that front. It was just if you drank or not. Yeah, exactly, Claude. Every time that I kept saying toxin in my head, it would go to a GLaDOS voice. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. And I get it. It might feel a little unfair. I just hope that you trust, there is a whole story element
It's
to
gonna
this.
play
Of
out.
course.
It's gonna be
Of
what
course,
it
of
is.
course.
Just
Yeah.
I don't like the fact I didn't get a chance to countermand it.
Yeah,
That's
you did.
all.
You did. You just missed it. That's all it is.
Not partaking is not countermanding.
It is, in my opinion. I mean, there were other party members that didn't get hit by it, so...
It's not like there wasn't a suspicion that something was gonna go down.
Right, exactly. And I was, again, I never questioned Fred saying no. If you had said no because you had suspicion, I would have never questioned. So
It is what it is. I'm
here's the thing.
I'm not saying it's unfair and I should have had a better chance. I'm just disappointed I didn't notice the chance.
Totally fair. And I guess all I'm saying is my intention was always it was gonna feel unfair. It's just more what we do with it.
Successful.
So yeah, well, I had the awareness that it would potentially. It was more just like a matter of giving the opportunity, and then we move from there. So
Listen, these situations have to happen. We have to be on our toes.
sometimes they do, right? And here's the thing, like honestly, my goal was to get all of you. If I'm being honest,
Yeah.
the opportunity was available to be missed, and the fact that there are about half of you that didn't get hit because, again, Ravnus is also now in the mix. So that is 3 of you that are not affected and 4 of you that are. So it's about a half and half, right? All of the skills of these characters are still available. Pluzak, Valine, Ravnus, like I already spoke with Fred about this. Much like in Claw's campaign, he's going to be playing both characters until Pluzak is no longer needed. There will be a switchover point. Ravnus is going to kind of be the character going into the Hex story. I'm just clarifying this so that you guys are aware of that, because this kind of is a handover moment. So if there's stuff you want to do with Pluzak, learn with Pluzak, Valine, all that, just, here's a couple weeks to think about it, develop that, however you want to do that. But otherwise, yeah, here's where we're ending for tonight. Sorry, it's about 15 minutes past what I wanted to keep you guys, but have a good night otherwise.
Yeah, have a good one.
Absolutely.
Have a
Chris.
good one.